Like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Celebrate our country's independence in Mount Dora as the City of Mount Dora and Real Radio present the Freedom on the Waterfront on July 3rd. Musical performances from All for One and Inner Circle. Food, fun, and Central Florida's best fireworks display over Lake Dora. Event starts at 5 p.m. and is sponsored by Visit Lake, Mullinax Ford, Coors Beer, Mellow Mushroom, and Fox 35. Visit the City of Mount Dora's event page for more information. Don't miss Freedom on the Waterfront in Mount Dora on July 3rd.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
If you own your own home, you're likely sitting on a pile of cash. But if only there was a way to convert that equity into cash. Well, look no further. EasyKnock Sale Leaseback Solutions offer a flexible, convenient way for homeowners to turn their home equity into cold hard cash without the hassle of today's high-interest loans. If you need the money tied up in your home to pay off debts, fund that next move, or just need cash to secure your financial outlook, EasyKnock is the solution. EasyKnock gets you the money you need without worrying about high interest rates or strict lender qualifications. Sell your house to EasyKnock at 100% fair market value and rent it back, getting the time and flexibility you need. It's that simple. EasyKnock enables you to convert the equity in your home to secure a better financial footing. Visit us at EasyKnock.com and turn your home equity into cash today. Terms and conditions apply. EasyKnock sale leaseback products are not available in Massachusetts and select states and markets. Purchase price includes a mix of cash and an option.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Summer is here, right in our face. It is time to get out and enjoy your life with friends and family. But you want to make sure you can do that for many, many years to come. And that's why I tell you to get over and get your scan at Life Imaging FLA. Early detection does mean many more summers together, and 15 minutes of your time could save your life and ensure that you're around for family memories in the future. If not for yourself, do it for your loved ones. You know, 40% of people are diagnosed with cancer at some point in their life, and detecting cancer early at Life Imaging FLA can be the difference between life and death. Don't wait, guys. This takes no time at all. No injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. So, guys, make that call. Get this free scan from Life Imaging FLA. It is a $699 value. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you got to do. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. Guys, it's time to make that call. Make this the year you take care of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Being a great dad doesn't require some fat wallet. I realized a simple stopwatch could make my kids' day better. I turned everything into a speed competition. Just time everything. How fast can they make their bed? How quickly can they fold 10 shirts? The weirder, the better. I want time who could hug me the longest. They'll be excited if you're excited. Trust me.
Pull out a stopwatch or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Let me tell you a story. I had a client who got injured. He only asked for the insurance company to cover his rent for 3 months. They said no. We ended up getting him $325,000. Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys. Prospective client may not obtain the same or similar results.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Someone's going to get offended.
It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, June 26, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Trump's vice presidential pick to a Bob's Burger star might be headed for prison and a side hustle that can earn $250,000 per year, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
How we doing?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And it is, friends, our 11th year anniversary of the show.
Look at us.
That's crazy.
We did it.
Oh, my God. 11 years doing this.
It's our longest relationship.
Right. You want to jump into a time machine together? You want to head back?
What did you just pull?
Well, I didn't pull
scared.
anything. I didn't pull anything too crazy. C-Lane's digging a little deeper, but let's get into the time machine. Here we go.
All right. 1.21 gigawatts.
Back to the earliest I can go on the podcast feed that I could find, which is 2017, so over 7 years ago. And the show was called The Yellow Banana. That was the name of the show that we did that day. This was the 25th of January, 2017. Tell me if you remember any of this.
Oh, my gosh. I had almost met my wife by then.
Oh, this was before you met your wife? Wow. It says Sean and Sabrina have started watching the Slender Man documentary. Sean thinks stories over Lady Gaga not getting paid for the Super Bowl halftime show are misguided.
Oh, is this when I did the podcast or you did?
Maybe C-Lane, probably
had
C-Lane.
live trivia.
The tensions are high during a discussion sparked by comments Chelsea Handler made about the First
that
Lady.
Means we fight. That was C-Lane's way of saying Sean and Sabrina had a fight on the air.
Let's see. Let's tune in a little bit. Here we go. Here's the show. Oh, old intro time.
There you go.
I almost would have played that today.
Hello and welcome to Tuesday.
Your
It's the
voice is
News
low.
Junkie on Real Radio. Today on the show, the White House continues a dramatic battle with the press. An officer pulls over his boss, then gives him a ticket.
Slow down.
Gangsters skewer and eat a rival gang member, and much, much more.
What?
Oh,
Gangsters skewer and eat a rival gang member?
So nonchalant.
Yeah,
So
wow.
nonchalant.
Jesus, I didn't know
Not
that.
a
it
big
was,
difference from teasers as of late.
I could hear the similarities. I think this is in between where I was Squeaky Sean and right now. I think this is like
But
a
you're
little bit
definitely
different.
a lower octave.
Oh, yes,
It's
in the
wa-
beginning.
No way 2013, 2014.
No, very, very different then. And let's see how did our intro go? Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
Good morning.
You made a face at that one.
Very quick. Yeah, I'm
What?
curious about that story.
Wait, what's happening with this? We have a lot to get to today. We'll get into all of it momentarily. I don't know if you got a chance to. I watched last night the Beware
Sounds like
the
you're
Slender
holding
Man.
in a burp.
It does sound different still,
Sounds
doesn't
like
it?
just wait, they're holding something back.
Or at least try not to laugh.
It's like I've said so many words over time that things just like stretch out and get loose.
Yeah,
like I have
tell me about it.
loose ass vocal cords just dripping down, just dangling on the ground right now. Well, Yellow Banana, that was the lowest we could go. Or not lowest, I shouldn't say. That's the furthest back we could go.
Yeah, until you listen to that pilot episode. That's the one where during Bonnaroo, Radio Michael 7 said that was like the most mind F he's had. And I reminded him that I couldn't get past the first 5 minutes of it.
Oh, it was bad. We'll just keep that out there for the people who are hardcore, who got it either at Just Okay or elsewhere. But C-Lane, what'd you dig up? How far back can you go?
I have, because I was going to think about, I was like, what's the earliest podcast I could get a hold of? But it would be on a hard drive at my house somewhere.
Right.
Because all the network stores that used to be here,
Are
goodbye.
you getting receipts?
But no, I have the very first best of I ever pulled of the show.
How long ago is that?
From July 10th 2013.
Whoa.
Oh, man. So that's
This
year
is
one.
Less than a month into the show.
Now, just for the record, you don't play this anymore. It's 11 years old,
No,
right?
as I was like going back and back and back with the cart numbers in our automation system, because like the ones that I play are a certain range of numbers, and I'm like, there are like 600 that I just don't even touch anymore. I should delete.
Let's do the next like best of day we have. Let's do all old school.
Sometimes during
Really
Christmas,
throw 'em.
sometimes during Christmas break, when there's days where it's like there's got to be nobody tuning into the radio right now.
Oh wow!
I'll play the
Okay.
squeaky voice, Sean. I mean,
Wait, hold on. People are saying, I don't remember some of these memories they're bringing up after 11 years of the news junkie. Sea Witch says, Sean should play a clip of the morning he was so high, all he did was giggle for the whole show.
That sounds like a 5 a.m. deal right there.
Yeah.
Did you show up
Everything
high to the
stoned.
5 a.m. show?
Well, yeah, lots. Yeah. Alicia says, guess they weren't putting their ears to the ground and their fingers to the pulse back then.
No, we didn't do that.
No way.
No.
We
Danielle
said,
says,
hello and welcome to.
Danielle says, wow, congratulations. I started listening in 2015. Sean's voice was cringe at one time. LOL. It was
And
different.
Andrew
Yeah.
says, Black Whopper, Black Whopper.
Black
it's
Whopper
retired.
needs to come with
Why
a
does-
disclaimer.
What
Yeah,
is that?
big one.
Like a Disney style?
It's like Song of the South. Like there's
It's not like
just-
Song of the South, Sean. No, it's not.
Not that bad, Sean.
Jesus.
It just needs a little disclaimer. Like at the time, here's what happened. There was a story. This is why this happened. Those kind of things would make sense. The Waterboy says, I've got shows going back to July 2013.
The Waterboys seem to be collecting things about us.
He's
Were
got
they
the
not
dirt.
the ones behind the pilot show?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
I
Good
think
to
we leaked
know.
that out at one time, and then I forgot about it, and then he had it, and then we got it back. Whatever it is, that one was so bad, so cringe. 11 years in, just things are so different now. And what do you got? You got this first best of ever from, you said 2013?
What is it titled again?
2013.
From July 10th, and it's titled Boxer Will Sleep with His Wife.
Oh, hold on one sec. Hold on. Let me look up things that happened in 2013 to give us some perspective on what was going on at the time.
I'm getting a flashback. I feel like this guy won his boxing match, and he did the whole boxer thing where he doesn't like masturbate or have sex, and at the press conference.
I think
That
he
sounds
said
about
something
right.
like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to sleep with my wife or something.
Oh, but get ready for both of us to be so squeaky in this.
In 2013, Edward Snowden was happening with his leaks, his NSA leaks. Pope Francis was just announced in 2013.
That was a quick flip.
I'm trying to see what Detroit Files. Oh, George Zimmerman was acquitted. So this is the
that
time
was
we're
one
going
of our
back to.
first, like, within the first month that we
Big
were on
cases.
the air, we sat and watched the whole thing. Like, we got to just play it. God, that was so weird.
Yeah, and I
That
remember
must have been early 2013. One of our first best of is Zimmerman Truck Rescue.
Is it really? Well, that's not our first. What the number
then
one
maybe
is
it was
what
when I was
again?
an intern.
Boxer Will Sleep with Wife.
Okay, let's listen to it. Here it goes.
All right.
Here's the story I was telling you guys about right before the
There
break.
it is.
Tony Thompson, the boxer. And this may be the most ridiculous post-anything interview I've ever heard. You know, you hear people say dumb things after a sports game or maybe in the locker room when they're
Still
doing the
calling them
interviews.
sports games.
An athlete says something dumb or crazy. This is more crazy and ridiculous than anything else. But listen to what this guy said after a boxing match. Just some quick details. They say his name's Tony Thompson. He was fighting
Sean,
on
you
Saturday
sound like a
night.
baby.
He knocked out David Price in the fifth round. The fight was in Liverpool, and they were saying, what are you going to do after?
There are definitely higher pitch versions of me than that.
Yeah.
This must have been like, I must have like settled in a little bit.
You must
I don't
have
know.
cleared your throat or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I want to hear
Did
Sabrina
you get
and
high,
you.
Did you start at one point, get higher, and then get lower?
He was
I
listening
think-
to it afterwards. Maybe you started off the show, like, concentrating on your voice.
Yeah, well, it could be that we always hear the beginning, and I'm like, I don't know. It was more high pitched, and I wasn't comfortable in the like, zone like I am now with my glorious,
Right.
just dripping, just beautiful voice. Go back to it.
All right, hang on. I thought you were still going to wax up poetic about your own voice for a second.
Sexy, super.
All right.
Anybody out there want to donate a wheelchair to the Save the Miss Thompson? All right.
What the hell is this
guy talking about?
There it is.
What?
You like how listen to the announcer try to soften the blow a little bit and say, pleasure, too. Like, pleasure?
I think you had a bit of
pleasure.
Richie. Easy like Sunday morning. What's going to be the soundtrack for Saturday night for Tony Thompson?
Hey, man, I'm going to go home and break my wife's hip. I had sex with her in the wild. She's going to feel the pain.
And the pleasure.
It's going to be some pleasure mixed into there, but she might be crippled in the morning. So,
My God.
If anybody out there want to donate a wheelchair to the Save the Miss Thompsons.
All right.
You guys are all right. Okay.
Oh, God.
I forgot about this. I forgot that he was going to break her so bad they need to donate a wheelchair.
New C-Lane is laughing at old C-Lane. He's like we had it.
I was laughing at the clip.
I know. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Delete that from
way
best
back
of.
on.
Not that great.
You sound
We
a
didn't
little
have
higher.
anything at the time.
Yeah, we had to dig deep. we didn't have much of the time for sure, but
We had days off scheduled, and I was like, I need to pull something.
Yeah,
That's
and
true,
back then you do sound a little higher. People are saying maybe it was the microphones. It
No.
wouldn't be the microphones. It would more likely be the processing, but I don't even know if it was that. I think we were just like trying to figure out how
We
to
were absolutely
work
higher
together.
pitched. I mean, that was you listen to the pilot show, and that's when we were at your house,
Mm-hmm.
and then you listen to the earlier shows that were at the main studio.
Yeah,
It's still high pitched. C-Lane is the
Yeah.
only one that's been consistent.
yeah, he has the whole time.
right.
But
Maybe
now
his
we've
mic-
had a lot of trauma and cigarettes and booze.
so
and
many
we're
things have
back
happened.
we're to radio voices that we need to be.
There's so many things that have happened over those 11 years.
Now I'm going to pull some
Oh.
stuff. Now I need to go back into the archives and see
Do
what
it.
I can find.
Yeah, let's do that
Hold
throughout
on,
the show
I
today.
got one that's slightly squeaky.
Okay.
Slightly squeaky.
It's the News Junkie.
Oh, there we
We've got
go.
the
There
big day
we
all
go.
set up tomorrow. Phil File Poker Tournament.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our wedding. The entire time. Now that I have that
You
off
were doing
my
anything
chest.
over there. So that you were doing work all day long, and then this is the product that we got out of there?
Yep. I hate it. Oh my God. It sends an ick down my spine. So I just like
You
being
guys sit and
flirty.
chat. Oh, that's okay.
Our wedding day one day. What?
I would like to say something after 11 years on the record.
Lower your voice, please.
I apologize for whatever was happening. There was we had to figure things out. We had to sort it out. But look at us now.
I mean,
look at us going
considering
now.
that we met each other, 1-2 weeks before the show started.
Pretty much, yeah.
Not too bad.
Sean's basically Quagmire right now to a lady. Like, why are you still here? Why are you still listening? You made it through that?
Oh, God. All right. We will put our ears to the ground and our fingers on the pulse.
I think we know that.
We'll see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. Is we got to talk about Trump's vice presidential pick, which could come down the line today. Who will he choose? Here he is talking about it.
Decided who your vice president is?
Pick Tulsi!
In my mind, yeah. Do they know? No, nobody knows. Tremendous interest in the debate. And, when you say prep, I think this is prepping. These people know better than anybody what they want, right?
There's people screaming out who they want the vice presidential pick to be.
They're
and
very
he's like,
close to him.
Like
he
they're
says,
yelling Freebird at a concert.
yeah, right. Tulsi! And he's in this crowd, and he's like, yep, I got the pick. I got it in my mind. I'm ready to go. We don't know who it is yet. It probably will be leaked out, I would guess, today at some point, if not tomorrow prior to the debate, depending on what they want to do there. So I've got a lot of the names that are possible here. We got what's happening behind the scenes with the Biden campaign, like where they are, how things are going.
We're getting ice cream.
What the room looks like that they're in where they're trying all this. So we'll go behind the scenes there. And we have a whole lot more to get to on the 11th anniversary of this very radio show. Chime in with your dispatches on your thoughts. You could say your favorite moments, your least favorite moments, and everything in between.
Anything clips, can they upload on there? I feel like people have clips.
If they have clips, you can upload them. Yeah, you just go to thenewsjunkie.com/dispatch, and there's a thing for files. It says audio, photo, video, file. If you do file, you can upload any audio file that you want. And we'll play that back. If you want to go back in your archives and do that and find something to play for the rest of the folks, go for it. All right. All that and so much more coming up next on the News Junkie.
You
Text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's Savings. Now that's speaking the Lowe's language. And with My Lowe's Rewards, your savings just keep coming with member-only offers. Learn more about their new loyalty program at Lowes.com/MyLowe'sRewards. Subject to terms and conditions. See Lowes.com/terms for details.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss.
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
And more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
Homeowners, are you dreaming of financial freedom? Welcome to Easy Knock. Your home equity converted into cash effortlessly. Convert the value of your home without the hassle of lender qualifications. That's right, no credit score or debt-to-income requirements. Just the money you need when you need it. Sell your house to Easy Knock for 100% fair market value and then rent it back, getting the cash and flexibility you need. That's right, 100% of fair market value, and you get to stay where you are. No moving boxes, no goodbyes to neighbors, just the home you love with the financial freedom you've always dreamed of. No leaving behind your cherished memories, no moving headaches. With Easy Knock, you keep living in the home you love. Why wait? Join thousands of Easy Knock satisfied customers nationwide who've converted their equity into opportunity. Visit EasyKnock.com today and step into a brighter, financially secure tomorrow. Terms and conditions apply. Easy Knock sale leaseback products are not available in Massachusetts and select states and markets. Purchase price includes a mix of cash and an option.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text LION to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text LION to 42424. That's LION to 42424.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. When I ran the first 2 amendments to bring medical marijuana to Florida, the politicians lied about everything, and now they're doing it again. They said then, and they're saying now, that smoke will be everywhere. That's nonsense and a complete lie. If Amendment 3 passes, adults can safely use marijuana but not in public places. That's in the law and in the Constitution, just like with tobacco. So now let's finish what I started, and don't believe the lying liars in Tallahassee. Join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Safe, regulated, responsible. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office, Orlando.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before, while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. iHeartRadio.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
of the show, we went from a little tiny radio show that maybe could, maybe couldn't, and now here we are. We're syndicated in a bunch of markets. We're taking off. We're doing well. We got our future ahead of us here. We got big things to accomplish in the next 11 years. But my favorite thing currently is there is a conspiracy, Sabrina, that all this old audio. Now, when we listen to it, we go way back in the archives on the show. I'm super high-pitched and squeaky, and you're a little bit more high-pitched, and C-Lane's the same.
C-Lane's the same.
Right. So the conspiracy from people now is that C-Lane went back and took all of the audio archives of the show and upped the pitch on our voices, but kept his the same.
You know what? That makes sense considering how much he goes back into that production stuff. Like, that would make total sense.
Or that I was doing it the whole time.
It's such a long haul, but worth it.
Yeah, really, just to like gaslight us into saying, wow, we never really sounded, we always sounded good and cool and all that.
I told Sean I'd be loaded because I wouldn't have time to, go to the bars with you guys and hang out and have fun. I would have no time because I would just be at home all day manipulating audio because they didn't have
that
AI.
We would play years later.
Sure. They didn't have AI that would do your voices and not mine. I'd have to little by little every time.
Oh, look at this. All right, I brought this up from Sabrina. This was June 26, 2013, the first day of the show in its current form. And it says 11 years ago. It says, what a day. At 11 a.m. this morning, that's when the show started. I began an amazing new chapter of my life. What a surreal moment that was. To those who helped me get here, each in their own way, thank you. And then a photograph of Sabrina and then me
buddy, look at
the
you.
studio.
No hat.
Oh, God.
Look at that hair.
In the same studio.
I got to tell you, I look like a chubster there. I really do. I look like fat bastard, don't I? I kind of look like...
No, not fat. Just...
Oh,
You're just
man.
different.
Bastard.
Oh, God. Yeah, so that was 11 years ago.
Well, 2 hours later, I did the very first next episode.
Uh-huh.
Kept calling it the last episode.
I did, and then I also gave a full detailed breakdown of the first episode of Dexter. And you said, stop.
Was C-Lane talking that day or just producing?
No, I was talking.
I feel like you were talking, but, curtain up. The initial idea was that
I was told I didn't get to stay.
You were supposed to just run the board as we figured this out. And then when it came down to it, we were like, no, he stays. And then C-Lane goes to Dave Matthews Band for the first time that year. And I tried the board. And they're like, you stay there. And you got your little booth.
And what happened was, I won't get too deep in the weeds here, but at the very beginning, the suits were pushing me so hard to choose other people for the third microphone.
Rude.
And
I'm right here.
It wasn't that I've told you this story before.
No,
it wasn't that they didn't think C-Lane was good or respect C-Lane or whatever. They just had a different vision, which I don't care about the suit's vision, obviously. But they had a different vision of what this show was going to look like. And they were like, pick this person or this person. And I'm like, the ideas they were coming from a good place, but the ideas just wouldn't have worked like what you hear now. And I think I knew that pretty early on. Like, I knew working with C-Lane before we even did this show in its own form. I was like, we got something here. C-Lane and I had some big days on our own before this show started in this form. We were filling in for other shows, and we were like making things happen.
Sean almost got arrested. We gave out Jose Canseco's phone number.
I had no idea who either of them were.
Right. I had no idea what it was going to be like to work with Sabrina. But C-Lane and I had worked previously together. But I saw that Sabrina had talent, and I was like, okay, this could really work here. The three of us together could be really, really good. But yeah, they were pushing big at the beginning.
But the first time we ever met was when I had like a lunch meeting with the VP at the time, SK, and he said, all right, and then at the last hour of this meeting, you're going to meet the person that's involved. And I'm like, who the hell could it be? And then pops up Sean, and I knew you were the guy at 5 a.m., but you and I had zero interaction whatsoever.
No.
We met each other, and then I said the classic line that seems to have had a place in her heart, which is, should I quit my pizza job?
She was like,
yeah,
should I keep going to the pizza job? No, I had heard, just for those of you who are new to the show, I had heard, not even firsthand, I had heard secondhand one line that Sabrina had dropped on another show. And then the way that she had dropped that. And I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. And then I think I listened to maybe like a little bit more to one show. I had heard very little, but I was like, okay, I see something here. And then I had no more conversations. I had no other discussions. There was like an idea always to have a female on the show, to have female perspective and all that. But there were other female voices that were supposed to be in the mix. And all that stuff was interesting. But then when it came together, that first show we did a really bad job. I'll say that. We did a really bad job on that first show.
Well, you told me I was going to be introduced in the second segment, and instead you did it 2 seconds later.
I got nervous, man. Things started to fall apart. I was like, because we didn't necessarily know that was the day we were going to start either. It was the only day I didn't prep for. I had prepped for all these other days, and then they go, nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. And I go, I'm not prepping for tomorrow. And then there we go. But 11 years later, here we are. Congratulations, everybody.
Right.
And look how talented the two of you have become. I mean, the best of the best. You guys are very, very good at what you do.
Thank you.
Very, very funny. And I'm happy to be working with you each and every day on the show.
Same here, man. I think we have a good thing going. I'm excited.
I mean that in all earnesty. There is no sarcasm here whatsoever. I just wanted to let you guys know.
Now, when you say that
you
second line,
fine.
it feels like sarcasm.
What a dick, C-Lane. This is why I should have picked the other guy. Guys, there are multiple choices. I should have picked them here all these years later. No,
Thank God I was the only female on the board there.
No, you weren't. I just told you weren't. There was two other people, female voices that were talked about before you, and they were first talking about doing the show.
What are they doing now? Exactly.
They're not in radio, number one. And number two, I view this show now. You know how we hear stories? We do these stories quite often. All right, we'll get to some of the news stuff in a second here, but we're swimming through history.
Yeah. More about us.
I now view the show like this. You know when we do a story or we do like a Today I Learned and it goes, this person was almost a member of this television show?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like
Like
this
Will
person
Smith was almost Neo in the Matrix.
I can't picture it. It's like, I think the three of us is what was supposed to happen, and things work out for a reason. I'm not a religious guy, but I just think things just sometimes happen for a reason. And I really do love the both of you, and I appreciate you.
Oh, love you too, buddy.
And I think you're fantastic talents. So we will take whatever things you want to do, run it through history, and as I said, you can upload any clips if you want to do any of that stuff. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, and under dispatches, you can upload files, or you could just record your messages. All of that is right there for you. Some quick updates. We got to talk about Trump's VP pick, which could come today, maybe tomorrow. I think it's going to be tomorrow at the latest because they said it was going to be probably before the debate.
Do we
right?
have a
So
short
that's just
list?
where we're at. Yeah, I do. I have a short list of who the potential people are. You never know with Trump, though. He could just wild card it at the actual
Mike Pence
event.
again. That would be
It could be a weird one.
Rip of the rug.
Do you know which VP announcement was a really, really strange one that nobody had predicted at the time? It was Sarah Palin when John McCain. Yeah, when he did his like whole event, and they're like, they're going to announce the VP, and he goes, I picked from Alaska, Sarah Palin, and people were like, I'm sorry, who now? Who what? Nobody knew who the governor of Alaska was outside of the people in Alaska at that time.
Man, she was a dartboard for some of the like SNL type of shows.
Yeah.
They had some great content with her.
And then they made a very successful porn based on her family.
Nailing Palin.
And wow.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah.
And then she was on
that.
The Masked Singer, and that last clip was very strange as well.
I
You don't
forgot
remember
about
her?
that. Didn't they boo her a little bit or something? Some political person got booed on The Masked Singer.
But,
Rudy
like,
Giuliani.
In The Masked Singer, when you get revealed, you get one last song, and it was very, very strange.
Yeah.
I'll have to pull up the clip that I won't, and we'll forget about it when we go to commercial.
Before that, there was some elections yesterday, and yesterday, Lauren Boebert scored a big win, made her way back into office. She Beetlejacked her way back into the halls of power in Washington, D.C.
Beetlejack.
Not heard anybody say Beetlejack before. Why did that take so long?
She cruised to victory against 5 rivals, so that's a win for her and possibly, you could say, Trump allies. Meanwhile, in New York, one of the members of what they call the Squad, Jamal Bowman, lost in one of the most closely watched primaries yesterday. It was voted out of office by George Latimer. Why did George Latimer win? Well, New York and this district in particular is obvious. There's like 4 Republicans in it probably. So you're never going to have a Republican, or you won't in any recent time or any near time get a Republican in office. But they didn't want Jamal Bowman because Jamal Bowman has been very pro-Gaza, pro-Palestine, if you want to call it that. And George Latimer is a pro-Israel centrist. And the Jewish people in this district, they wanted to vote on this, and they went out in big numbers. They spent more on this particular election in Westchester and a small piece of the Bronx. They spent more on this than any election in history of its size. So it was a crazy, crazy thing. One of the members of the Squad voted out for a more centrist, pro-Israel pick. And the VP pick for President Trump. Who are we going to hear possibly today as the vice president? We already know Biden's going to go with Kamala Harris. That's happened. Kamala Harris is staying where she is. It would be very surprising if that wasn't the case. And in the case of Trump, we don't know. We know Mike Pence is not going to get it, right? Mike Pence is not going to be invited along for another journey here as vice president on account of Trump was kind of getting his supporters to chant all sorts of bad things about Mike Pence in the last 4 years particularly after the election.
Traitor, let's get him.
Yeah. Hang Mike Pence.
Right.
All these. They're not going to pick him this time. So here are the potential choices for Trump. Senator Tim Scott. That could be somebody that he picks. That would put an African-American person on the ticket, and they could go, look, here we go. And also, Elise Stefanik, this is what people do. They pick token people for.
Here we go.
Like,
Token
look, I got a
people,
woman.
Sean.
Yes, they do. The people do this. They pick a woman for their ticket so they can go, look, ladies, we care about women over here. We've got binders full of women. Tim Scott.
We are part of the population, as well as black people.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
No, I am.
Just
like, it's worth saying as you say that out loud and people just tuning in. Like,
do you think that a politician running for office chooses the vice president solely because he thinks that's the right pick, or to properly target another demographic, like let's say women, or for Trump black voters, where he's making
both, Sean. Probably
big inroads? I am much more skeptical than you are on that. I am much more skeptical. I say they're looking for inroads in communities because they only care about shoring up their own power. That's just what I've seen over years and years and years.
Yeah.
Rubio. You want to fight again? 11 years in. We'll fight again.
I'm not
Rubio.
fighting.
Marco Rubio is one of the potential picks. He's from Florida, right? And
yes.
I don't know. Do you think people in all sorts of states, like all 50 states, know who Marco Rubio is? Maybe.
No.
I don't know.
And we haven't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah. Senator Tom Cotton is one of the potential picks.
I have no idea who that is.
I've heard of him before, but just because I know some political names. Governor Glenn Youngkin. Not a lot of people know Glenn Youngkin. Senator J.D. Vance is my favorite contender for one reason and one reason only. Here is why Senator J.D. Vance is my favorite potential vice presidential pick. Because he has said if Trump doesn't pick him today or tomorrow, he's going to be really, really, really sad. And he's
like
going to
go
be
live sad because that's what we're rooting for, right?
Like he said, he will be super upset if he doesn't get picked by Trump. So that's why I find that one to be kind of interesting.
Do you think there would be like he could because he could monetize this if Trump doesn't pick him? Is there like a moment where Trump has to like say this is my pick?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, at some point in time, but
it's not a scheduled one. Like J.D. Vance tells everybody he's going to be super sad. Mm-hmm. Has a live stream during the announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Sells whatever kind of ad space on that live stream because people want to see how sad he gets. Potentially, when Trump doesn't pick him.
I would love if Trump did the most Trump thing of all time and went out and was like, I know J.D. Vance has said that he's going to be very upset if I don't pick him. So I'm here to say today, J.D. Vance, I have not chosen you to be the vice president of the United States of America.
Let's go to the live shot of J.D. at his house.
Well, it's like during the
Brought
Super
to you
Bowl
by
when
Kleenex.
they go to the losing team on the sideline and they're just somebody in tears.
Or they pull the Sean. Sean used to do these backsy 4C kind of deals where he's like, J.D. Vance, I'm here to say I have not chosen you yet.
You are not.
You're still on the list.
But nope, the list is now ended.
I was going to cross out your name, but I didn't.
D'Alessandro says, I promise you pretty soon they will switch Hillary for Kamala and promise Kamala Harris a Supreme Court justice deal when they get the chance.
A big promise.
I would bet some pretty good money on that. They wouldn't do that. That's too much. So
you bet
too much
pretty
waves.
good money against that.
Yeah, there's too much. That would create too many waves. They want, even though Kamala Harris is not popular, neither is Hillary Clinton among the general electorate that they would want to try to win over. Not changing things and showing stability would probably be the better move as opposed to going
Margot Robbie
Hillary Clinton.
actually because of how successful Barbie was.
That would be quite shocking if that were the case. The only woman who I see in the mix, you just heard her name shouted out behind Trump. When he was talking about, I got the name locked in. The only name that I see on the female side is Tulsi Gabbard. And they had a lot of bad blood. So I don't know. I don't know if that would actually happen or if that would work out.
Trump and Gabbard did?
Yeah, and who's he traded barbs with Gabbard, but also who else? Who was the one who was, oh, man.
With
in the primaries,
like back in the day primaries, wasn't it? With made fun of Native Americans.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
That doesn't narrow it down very well.
No, it does not.
I need to know more.
Aren't you guys excited?
Okay. These are all people that I do not recognize. See full results. No.
I think
I'm
it's going to go full left field. Like someone who we haven't even heard of.
Tucker Carlson?
That would be one. Alex Jones. How about
Alex Jones would be a wild choice.
The Mr. Pillow guy.
Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell, all right. Yeah. Nikki Haley could be a potential. That's who I was thinking about. But they have a lot of bad blood with each other.
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard has less of an issue.
But I mean, isn't that pretty standard for people going up for the presidency who have debated each other, to kind of trash each other?
Sure,
and then,
Biden and Kamala Harris trashed each other.
Yeah.
They did the very same thing during the primaries before they got on the same team.
When you get the option to be the vice president, you're like, we're fine.
Oh, of course. You say, look, no matter
Clean
what,
slate.
I put America before anything else. So I'm looking forward to work with this person and making America a better place for all Americans. And then, everybody goes, okay, all right, good. Now we need to get into, we'll wait on this a little bit. We'll get away from the politics. But I got what's happening behind the scenes with Biden's prep on everything for the coming debate tomorrow, like what the setup looks like and how they're doing all the run-throughs. When we come back, we got some emails to address. And what is Julian Assange's next move? It might surprise you. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show. A full frontal comedy lobotomy. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Wednesday forecast. And today will be another hot day across central Florida. Afternoon highs will be climbing into the low and mid 90s with feels like temperatures in the low 100s. This will all come with increasing rain and storm chances as well, especially as the sea breeze gets going. Heavy rain and frequent lightning is likely with some of these downpours. And we'll expect daily rain and storm chances through the end of this week, along with those hot temperatures. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
You know what? 11 years of the show is what we're talking about today on our 11-year anniversary of the News Junkie. And I've had a bunch of companies that I've been lucky to have along for a lot of that ride. One is Mills Air. And that's because of all of the opportunities that get thrown at me to have a sponsorship and have a connection with a client and tell you about them. Mills Air stands out as one of my favorite because I know you're going to have a good experience. I know you're going to be in a situation where you likely need help with your AC and you're in the house and it's blowing warm and you're freaking out. What if I get that big dollar bill warning that I might need a new AC? Well, you're in very good hands. They could finance basically everybody out there. Mills Air has been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. They can get your rebates up to $1,275 for a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. They have preventative maintenance, which could save you money. Preventative maintenance can save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown. Here's the number, 407-277-1159. Big thanks to Leon Mills for all the years. Go to millsair.com.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience, welcoming the top touring talent to our stage. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Carlos Mencia, June 28th through 29th, Thursday nights on the side stage. We host the best open mic in the Central Florida area. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available, with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
At ViStar Credit Union, you inspire us to deliver on our promise to do good for our members and our communities. That's why we offer better banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. And we continually give back to the places we call home. That focus is one reason why ViStar was named a Best in State Credit Union by Forbes magazine. So join the nearly 1 million members who choose to bank with a leader. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better. Insured by NCUA.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while. Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text LION to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text LION to 42424. That's LION to 42424.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. An important message about your timeshare from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. Contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about timeshare cancellation.
Call 800-653-1188. 800-653-1188.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
3 best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Junkie.com, and then we'll get to what are the next plans for Julian Assange. They have just been released by his wife. His wife is pulling all the strings right now. She's hooking up his $500,000 IOU private flight to get the hell out of Europe and get back to Australia for the first time in like over a decade, I think. I don't know. He's been in there for almost the entire history of this show. He has been, restrained to some extent, either in the embassy with threat of arrest if gone outside, or actually imprisoned in England. Most of the stories about him were, and the charges were absolutely bunk. The other ones were just governments not liking that their information was leaking out there. But he's free. We'll see what he's going to do next in just a moment. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And MMA emails says, hello all. My kids are 26 and 27 years old. Both make 6 figures and have done so straight out of college when they graduated in 2019. Nice. Good for them, man. My daughter secured a job with Riot Video Games out of Los Angeles. League of Legends, anyone? as a UX designer. Good for her. My son is also employed doing cybersecurity for a financial company. Those little bastards make 3 times as much as their father and I. We're in healthcare, she says. My point is that my son got married 3 years ago, and he and his wife bought a $600,000 house in Jacksonville shortly after the wedding because of their combined salaries. I think that 18% stat was a little off, as most of their friends work remotely and make an ton of money. Love the show. This is what they call anecdotal MMA. Like, you're like, my kids did awesome, and all of their friends did awesome. And you're like, damn, good for all of them. But when you talk about single people in the United States and the amount of income that they bring in, it's not enough for most single people to get a house, to get a loan on a house, because it's pretty expensive. Couples is a different story. It's very close to what the combined income of a coupled household would be. But yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where it's like, good for you, good for your kids. I always worry about.
Do you think they have those moments though, Sean, where they see how successful their kids are, and they're like, if it was the other way around, there are that trope is like, when they die, at least they get all their money. Like, what's the other way around?
Yeah, give me a little
or
bit.
Their parents like, are they going to give us money because they wouldn't be here without us?
I'll go more so. I'll say from my angle, and I don't know how you and C-Lane feel about this, but I would say I can't say that, actually.
Okay.
I was going to say
11 years later, it still does the vague teases.
I was going to say I couldn't have gotten to where I got without my parents, but that is just not true. My dad told me to get out of radio, that I'd never do anything with it. Of course, he got
Same
to
with
see
our
me
predecessor.
He got to see me have, he got to see me have some level of success in this industry and was super, super proud of me. And so all that was good. But yeah, at the beginning, my parents were like, look, you got to get a real job. This radio thing ain't going to be anything for you. But your parents are still, even if they do that kind of stuff, still responsible, I think, for your successes in life in many ways. They shape you. And they help you get where you get. So throw them a bone, for God's sake.
But what's a bone?
I don't know. I don't have to throw any bones, thankfully. On account of the parents not being with us anymore thing. Right. So, got that
How
going.
How many bones
for
were you throwing them before that?
A lot, surprisingly. I used to do a lot of stuff for my parents. I sent my parents on an Alaska 10-day cruise.
Oh, that's cool.
I used to, when I would come down to West Palm Beach from Chicago, used to rent cars on the company dime and let my parents.
Wait, we have a card?
No,
this
other
is
company.
new to me.
Different company. And I would rent like a Corvette, and then I'd let my dad drive my mom around on a date, and
they banged
spend
in
time
it.
with each other. Probably. And I'd never forget. I've told this story, I think, a long time ago. I had a night where I was like, I'm going out with my friends at 11 o'clock. So if you could just have the Corvette back by 11 o'clock, Dad, I'd appreciate that. And my dad's, of course. We're just going to go have some fun.
You gave your parents a curfew?
Yeah, I had things I wanted to do. I was letting them use the car that I had for the night. Have fun, go enjoy yourself, go have a margarita or something, be sensible, and head on back. And then I was at 1:30 a.m., the person who was at the front door tapping my foot like Sonic the Hedgehog. And where were you guys? You said you'd be home at midnight. I was worried about you. Yeah, been through that many times.
I sent the screenshot of like the 11 years, the picture you showed of you and I earlier. And my dad goes, 11 years. Wow, that's crazy how fast time has passed. I remember the time I spoke to Sean right before you started. Congratulations. When did you talk to my dad? I thought it was just Mom. You talked to both of my parents?
Actually, I did just think it was your mom.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, maybe you had a one-on-one with my father.
It sounds like you asked for his blessing.
It does. It really does.
No,
does no one believe that I could have done this on my own?
No, I think what we did at the time was we didn't have a lot of things to work off of when we were doing a little test show to see how we were vibing back and forth on microphones. And so I think we were just like calling people. We were trying to like get somebody to bounce off of. tipsofthenewsjunkie.com and Beth emails. Beth says you were talking about sleeping and not having a TV in your room and how people who don't have a TV in your room will be the first to tell you that they don't have a TV in their room. They're very proud of it. Beth says sleep is so important. The light from a TV disrupts your sleep and you'll wake up less refreshed. So
not when you're used to it.
You should not have a TV or any ambient light in your bedroom. Well, Beth, I don't sleep with the TV on personally. I turn off the television and then it's like dark.
Do you fall asleep to the TV and then have the sleep timer turn it off, or you just right when I start nodding off, I turn it off and then I just lay down and go to
bless your
sleep.
Soul. I fall asleep with the TV on sometimes. I mean, I think once a quarter I will put the sleep timer on.
Yeah.
But besides that, like there are certain streaming apps that will keep going. Hulu in particular, where I wake up and I'm like, I'm 4 seasons.
Yeah, it just
later.
kept going the whole time.
But I feel weird if I'm in complete silence, and that's a little bit about me. Go on.
A little late here. When we come back, we will talk at some point about what Julian Assange's next plans are. I still got more emails to get into. I got the creepiest thing I've seen in a while to share with you. Maybe in all 11 years of the show. Who knows? What is this creepy thing? Well, it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio has your chance to win a trip to see the Eagles perform at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. Just listen to Real Radio 104.1 on our free iHeartRadio app to qualify to win.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
What's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. There does seem to be a delay on the turnpike that's northbound approaching Osceola Parkway. That right lane is blocked. Give yourself a little extra time. That delay is still there due to an incident. Apopka Vineland at the intersection of Steer Lake Road. That's near the turnpike as well. And your usual delay on I-4. That's east and westbound approaching 535. Our Valvoline instant oil change. Traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Mecum Auctions. Mecum Auctions returns to Osceola Heritage Park July 10th to the 13th with 1,500 American muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, customs, and more. Register to bid and buy spectator tickets at Mecum.com. That's Mecum.com.
Celebrate our country's independence in Mount Dora as the City of Mount Dora and Real Radio present the Freedom on the Waterfront on July 3rd. Musical performances from All for One and Inner Circle. Food, fun, and Central Florida's best fireworks display over Lake Dora. Event starts at 5 p.m. and is sponsored by Visit Lake, Mullinax Ford, Coors Beer, Mellow Mushroom, and Fox 35. Visit the City of Mount Dora's event page for more information. Don't miss Freedom on the Waterfront in Mount Dora on July 3rd.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
If you own your own home, you're likely sitting on a pile of cash. But if only there was a way to convert that equity into cash. Well, look no further. EasyKnock Sale Leaseback Solutions offer a flexible, convenient way for homeowners to turn their home equity into cold hard cash without the hassle of today's high-interest loans. If you need the money tied up in your home to pay off debts, fund that next move, or just need cash to secure your financial outlook, EasyKnock is the solution. EasyKnock gets you the money you need without worrying about high interest rates or strict lender qualifications. Sell your house to EasyKnock at 100% fair market value and rent it back, getting the time and flexibility you need. It's that simple. EasyKnock enables you to convert the equity in your home to secure a better financial footing. Visit us at EasyKnock.com and turn your home equity into cash today. Terms and conditions apply. EasyKnock Sale Leaseback products are not available in Massachusetts and select states and markets. Purchase price includes a mix of cash and an option.
Business owners, had enough of this yet? Are you just done and ready to retire? Is money tight? Or maybe business is at an all-time high. You have options. Don't just walk away. We can help you sell, retire, and just relax no matter what your situation is. Hi, I'm Andy Cagnetta, and at Transworld Business Advisors, we've been selling businesses for over 40 years. And with offices located around the world, we have thousands of buyers ready to buy your business now. Don't wait until the last minute. or try to do it yourself. That is a recipe for disaster. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value and how Transworld can maximize your eventual selling price. We will help you win. And in the current climate, you need help to sell your business. Call Transworld at 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com. That's 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com.
You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before while you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text LION to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text LION to 42424. That's LION to 42424.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
And as it is our 11-year anniversary today.
My gosh.
We've made it through all the good, the bad, the fights, all the good times, all the high fives, all the shots, all those moments. And so we're revisiting some of those today. And I've had about enough of the squeaky voice, Sean. But, you know, some people tend to like to revisit
seems like
these.
Sabrina's going to learn some poker.
That one's tough, man. Nothing is as tough as, like Sabrina said, that one that we gave to people who went to Just Okay.
Yeah.
That was the test show that we did. That one is the one that's like, oh, good. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. I've worked really hard at this craft. I have a very, very high confidence in my own skill set in broadcasting. I don't care to be humble at all about it because I work really, really hard for it. But when I listen to old stuff like that, I go, oh, man, that is rough. But we did it. We did it every step of the way. You folks were there with us. And those of you who are new, we love to have you on board as well. We got some folks stuck in space right now, and it's really interesting to see what they're going to be doing for Barry Wilmore and Sunita Williams.
By the way, remember we used to go to that single-use website, Who's in Space Right Now?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's updating that thing anymore.
Oh, no. They don't?
Unless
They
those
don't update
people
that?
are still stuck in space.
No, it was
Who's responsible?
How many people are in spacerightnow.com? And it says 10 people, and all of them have been there more than 985 days.
Okay.
So
that
over
sounds
2
wrong.
years. Well, these people that are stuck there were just supposed to be there a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, they just went there not that long ago on the Boeing flight up. This is Boeing's public relations crisis is now out of this world. The company's Starliner spacecraft with 2 astronauts on board is currently stuck in space. After what started as an 8-day mission, Sunita Suni Williams and Barry Butch Wilmore have now spent the better part of a month on their space capsule attached to the International Space Station as engineers work out problems with Starliner. And it remains unclear when they're going to be able to make the return to Earth. This doesn't look good. They said they've adjusted the return of the Starliner crew flight test until after 2 planned spacewalks on June 24th and July 2nd. They currently don't have a date for return. So
Okay, so here's the thing. I know that the spaceship that they went on is the one with all the leaks. So that has to stay docked until further notice.
Yep, yeah.
But can they not hitch a ride with another?
There's nothing else up there.
Yeah.
Someone can't go up to rescue them?
No, so what we learned the other day, I think when Amy was on, was that there is a bunch more docks, but I don't believe there's anybody docked up there. They would have to have like SpaceX or somebody else fly up, dock with the International Space Station.
And they would need to fly up in a craft that has 2 empty seats.
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's more than one person on these capsules.
That's right.
I think the Dragon capsule has 2 to 3 seats, and maybe 2, maybe just 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it would be feasible to send a rescue mission.
Yeah. Well, right now, they say the spokesperson for NASA said the crew is not pressed for time to leave the space station since there are plenty of supplies in orbit, and the station's schedule is relatively open through mid-August. So they're not super rushed. But it seems like it's a kind of a mess here, a lot of a mess. The Boeing spokesperson said helium leaks and most of the thruster problems have been all stable and not a concern for the return mission. 4 of the 5 thrusters that were previously shutting down are now operating normally. That means only 1 thruster out of 27 is currently offline. This does not present an issue for the return mission. So they're trying to, make everybody's okay. We don't have people just trapped in space just yet. Everything's going to be just fine. And to that I say, no, it's not. Because I woke up to this right here. For those of you watching on youtube.com/The News Junkie and twitch.tv/The News Junkie.
I'm sorry, what's that?
This is now up on See It Now.
Oh, no.
What is that?
On thenewsjunkie.com.
good.
What do you think it is? What's your guess, Sabrina? If you had a
Something
guess.
that's terrifying, and I will have it in my nightmares within the week.
It's creepy, isn't it?
Yeah,
what would
very
you say it
creepy.
looks like?
Like meat.
It's
Like
not,
meat?
It's not technically meat.
I mean,
kinda
the
looks
eyes,
like
it's
an
the
egg,
eyes
right?
For me, okay, yeah, it's an egg.
But no, it's not an egg. I'm just saying, like, it kind of looks like the white of an egg in the most grotesque way possible.
Sure. I see a nose and 2 terrifying eyes and a bit of a smile.
It says, faces made of living skin
Okay.
make robots smile. You want to see a robot with that living skin?
Did you not want to put the living skin on their eyelids?
There's no eyelids at all. It's just like
Jesus
little
Christ.
circles in the middle of this frightening face, friends.
Why is the living skin pink?
I don't know. Everybody's got to take a
Racist.
moment. Pause yourself. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Go to See It Now, and you can see what we're looking at. Arya Shadowblade said, robot faces. Tanya says, it looks like melted skin. Beha says, thanks, I hate it. Set it on fire. There's a lot of people not too thrilled with what this looks like. But here we are. Yeah, it says faces made of living skin make robots smile. It's up on See It Now at thenewsjunkie.com. Scientists from, of all places, my friend, Japan, have found a way to attach living skin to robot faces for more realistic smiles and other facial expressions.
Why living skin? I mean, there's plenty of ways without putting living skin on it.
Yep.
Is somebody donating the skin?
Well, it says the breakthrough came from copying tissue structures in people.
Pasting it on robots.
Yeah, and pasting it on robots. They say it paves the way to making convincingly realistic moving humanoids with self-healing skin that will not easily rip or tear. Scientists say their method can work on complex, curved, and even moving surfaces. The artificial skin is made in a lab using living cells. Not only is it soft, just like real skin, but it can repair itself if cut, the scientists said. And they said this is all tethered together by ligaments and all kinds of stuff. It's just wild. It is freaky.
But they say the reason they're doing it is to make people feel better. That's not the opening image I would give to the public.
No, the face kind of looks like Thomas the Tank Engine, but like he's a blob of weirdo egg skin. Or
I think you shouldn't.
That's bad.
The
So
face
check that out.
Looks kind of like what they would put in those Saturday morning anti-drug commercials. Like, this is your brain on drugs.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
try drugs, children. This is what you turn into.
For once, we're all lined up on a robot story. This was not a good idea. They should have done this in a synthetic way. Check it out. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and look in the See It Now section. That's the See It Now section, how we show you things, knock down the wall, and provide you visuals, even though this is an audio-based show for the most part. Julian Assange, what's next? He's celebrating his freedom. He had his fist in the air when he landed down under in Australia. He gave his wife, Stella, a big old smooch. And his wife is now saying what he's going to do after touching down on Australian soil as a free man for the first time in 15 years. 15 years. Mr. Assange's arrival in Australia brought an abrupt end to a bitter and protracted legal saga. And the United States, England, and others involved in this plea deal that is now executed. They said he wants to go swimming in the ocean every day, and he wants to teach our children how to catch crabs. They have kids because while he was at the embassy, they were having sex and having some children together. I think he wants to go to the beach. She said she cried happy tears upon Mr. Assange's release, saying she couldn't quite believe it. I've been talking about the many things that we'll do when he comes home. We'll go to Australia together. When we go to Australia, it will be when Daddy is there, is what I told my kids. So he just wants to swim out in the ocean and probably leak some stuff. Leak a little bit more. Or maybe never leak again. I don't know if he's going to.
He's going to leak, Sean.
You got to still leak.
This guy's the leak master.
He's going to not leak for a little while, and he's going to be like, guys,
please.
I leaked again.
He's the chic of leak.
I couldn't help myself. All right, here we go. Yeah, Seek is like a oil Seek. Is that what it's for? Seek,
okay.
Seek? No. Seek is a religious thing.
Yeah.
Seek is a religious thing. They're the people who carry the daggers all the time with them. Yeah. That's those folks.
He just takes the dagger, and it cuts it open, and it all leaks out.
Leaks there, just like that. Over to the dispatches. Skyrave says 11 years. Congrats. Here's Skyrave's dispatch.
Wow, I can't believe y'all been doing this for 11 years now. Congratulations. Y'all are amazing. And thank you so much for entertaining us every day. Well, Monday through Friday. Love y'all. Well, weekends too, if you think about Seeker shows. Yeah. You guys rock.
Thank you, Skyrave. Appreciate
Skyrave was like 11 when we started.
Oh, it's so weird to think that there are people who now we're of the age and at the point in our career where people go, I started listening to you when my dad would put you on the radio and
now I can drink.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who my favorite to do that to is?
Who?
Deb. She loves, mostly hates when I tell her that.
Yeah, you were just a little kid listening to another radio show, and now look at you all grown up. Here's Loose Neutral. It says, Fickle Beast us.
What's up, junkies?
Hey.
I think it would be a disservice if we did not hear at least a little bit of Fickle Beast today. It's, part of the lore of the show.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people
talking about the phone call
who don't know what the heck it's about.
Oh, boy.
And it's also hilarious.
Well, Fickle Beast is so many things on the show. There's the Fickle Beast mascot for the show. And that arose from the very first line I said when the show went from just me to 3 people. And I said, radio is a fickle beast because we were replacing somebody. You know, somebody else's show was not on the station anymore. And I was telling the story how you could be here today, gone tomorrow. Like every day, people in radio getting handed their walking papers. And as I said this, that then became like a trope, ad block C-Lane, became a trope on the show. And then C-Lane had a listener call him one time and did a thing where like he called C-Lane and then he called another guy and then he pranked them so they were talking to one another and they didn't know it. And we turned from radio as a fickle beast to the phone system as a fickle beast. You know, everything was a fickle beast. But C-Lane was so hammered when he was talking to this guy.
And it lasted so long.
It was so good.
It's the best. It really is one of the best things I've ever heard in my life.
The whole call was so funny, but this is just one little part of it.
The phone system is a fickle beast, dude.
Huh? What? Huh? What? If you never heard that best of, my God, that was funny. When we had the entirety of that audio, we were melting down. What else do we have here? Oh, you know what? I don't want to run too far behind here. I don't want to screw everything up time-wise.
We're on foul of the clock, you see.
I don't want to do that. What we're going to do is stay on time. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will go behind the scenes. CNN is saying something about if you watch the debate tomorrow in one particular way, you could be in big trouble. And they are enforcing this. What's happening? I'll let you know. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
You gotta get it that caper. And the caper's basically like a telephone pole, right? And you gotta get that thing straight up. If you get it straight up and get your fingers under it, I know I can lift it, but I just can't get it
wrong
up.
with you describing this right.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
What's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. There does seem to be a delay on the turnpike that's northbound approaching Osceola Parkway. That right lane is blocked. Give yourself a little extra time. That delay is still there due to an incident. Apopka Vineland at the intersection of Steer Lake Road, that's near the turnpike as well. And your usual delay on I-4, that's east and westbound approaching 535. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
Chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare quote button, and Don will review your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don's going to let you know if you got the best deal or make sure to get you the best deal. He's a friend that has your best interest in mind. He's going to treat you like a human and not like a number like all the other mortgage companies would. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote today. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
and more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Buy one, get two free at Pyrospot Fireworks. Pyrospot has Florida's largest selection of buy one, get two free fireworks with prices and products that will blow the competition away. Simply use our touch screens to watch videos and design your own incredible fireworks show. Visit our convenient locations in Eustis, Sanford, and Longwood, just 10 miles north of downtown Orlando. Visit iwantfireworks.com for valuable coupons and store location. That's iwantfireworks.com. Buy one, get two free at Pyrospot Fireworks and be a backyard hero.
Fixing your car or repairing things around your house sure isn't getting any cheaper. And that's why there's Everything Brakes for Home and Auto. For less than $1 a day, get automotive repair coverage with free roadside assistance, free towing, and free rental cars. Add home protection too, and cover major home systems, appliances, and electronics. Bundle Home and Auto and save even more. Call now and qualify for one of our bonus coverages, like 1 year of free car coverage, 1 year of free electronics coverage, or 4 months of free home warranty coverage. There's one number to call and one company handling your claims from start to finish. That's Everything Brakes. Get your free quote today. Call 855-865-SAVE. 855-865-SAVE.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Savings vary according to plan, age, or condition of vehicle or home repairs needed. Coverage not available in all states. Service fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. Go to everythingbrakes.com/terms for details. Call 855-865-SAVE. Online at everythingbrakes.com.
Dude, we all can see you. You're not that tricky. Put the phone down. Trust me, nobody liked your last 50 posts. They're not going to like the one you just did while you were driving. I can see you, man. Don't pretend. Don't think because your hand's below the dashboard, I don't know what you're doing. This trial attorney, Jeff Kaufman, from the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. I'm the one who's going to be suing you. For all the other people, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell. Offices, Orlando.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. An important message about your timeshare from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. Contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about timeshare cancellation.
Call 800-653-1188. 800-653-1188.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio.
Hot deal alert. 6 new Nissans under $30K. Click OrlandoNissan.com now.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Get a good dispatch that sneaks in today. I'll reward you with a magnet for Game of Magnets. I'll send it to you for free. And that means you're just one message, even for the shy folks, because I made a decision on this. I was going to do like talk to speech, some other things for dispatches. No. If you're shy, if you don't want your voice on the radio, just email tips@thenewsjunkie.com. And if you want to stay anonymous, you can even do that. Just like this. Here is Mark who emails. He did not want to stay anonymous for the record. Mark says to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, "Hi, guys. Thank you guys for being the 3 best friends that I never knew I had. I listen every day to the podcast or secret shows in the morning, and I listen to the show live on iHeart every day. I've been fighting an addiction to alcohol for years, and Memorial Day weekend, the wheels fell off. I checked myself with some help from my wife into rehab. I've been in New Jersey for a month, and I could finally see a light at the end of the tunnel. If there's anybody out there going through a similar situation, take that leap. I forgot how fun it was to go bowling, to go to concerts, etc., and remember everything the next day. With that being said, can one of you pick me for Fritz on the street? A magnet would make my day."
Wow.
Thanks for being out there, Rehab Mark.
I'll pick Rehab Mark.
All right.
I feel like
Okay.
it's a lot of pressure. If you lose,
Yeah, he might go back to drinking. You don't want that. You don't want that on your conscience. All right, C-Lane might be
Guess
picking
I'll
you.
just have to win then.
True. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com and Raymond emails. Good morning, junkies. My name is Ray, and I've been listening for about 5 to 6 years, and I relocated back home to North Carolina 2 years ago, roughly. Well, not to get too much into my story, but my baby's mother left during her second trimester back to Orlando. I'll be coming down for my second visit and would like some not so expensive recommendation from C-Lane of a restaurant for me to take us 4 out for a family dinner. It has to be infant friendly. She'll be 6 months old. I really appreciate you guys. You've helped me through some of my rough days. Also, no offense, C-Lane, but Sabby, can you pick me from Fritz on the Street? Also,
hey, you want my restaurant recommendation?
This is Ray. Also, we'll be sending Sabrina a video of the birds at my parents' house at the water bowl on their deck. Thank you and happy anniversary, says Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
A restaurant where you could take an infant, C-Lane, and for a family to have a dinner not so expensive.
All right, Houston's.
Houston, come on. What are you doing to him? There's like half the violations
no
there.
offense, C-Lane.
Where would we? Yeah, I know that's R.I.P.
I know, that's the whole point.
Yeah, damn it. I don't know. That's tough. I don't know a lot of places where you can bring infants.
Family of 4, you can bring infants to plenty of places.
Just put them in a big bag.
That sounds rough. Just like a tote bag with just a little
They
baby
put little
inside.
dogs in it.
That's true. They do that. Yeah,
It really depends on where you're staying. Like we went for brunch once. They don't have the all you can eat for dinner anymore, but Mia's Italian Kitchen down on I Drive, I think it's technically chain adjacent, but I don't think there's many of them. It's the same restaurant group as Tutu Tango.
Okay,
that was pretty good for the money, I thought. I'm trying to think. Family place.
That's the thing. Yeah,
it really depends on where you are.
Yeah, I mean, he gave you some advice there. He gave you some opportunities.
Tell us where you're staying, Ray.
All right, let's go over to this one. Peter emails tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Congratulations on 11 years of being the best radio program. You continually entertain and inform, and I appreciate all your effort in creating quality programming. That being said, what do you think they're going to say? That being said,
get rid of Sabrina.
All right. Now, what do you think, C-Lane?
That being said, Sean definitely is not as center as he thinks he is.
Man, everybody wrong. That being said, I do miss Sabrina on the Street, which
Sabrina on the Street.
There I was
prior to Fritz on the Street.
No, we're actually putting Fritz on the job.
The Sabrina on the Job was the bit we did way back when, and the Greatest Story in the World segments. The song C-Lane did for Greatest Story in the World was catchy as hell, he says. It was, yeah.
Hold on, folks, because we're about to do the greatest story in the world.
Love
That was
one.
a good one.
Okay,
It was
but thanks
before
for
AI.
It says thanks for getting rid of the trivia bit you had because that was hot garbage. I live in Mount Dora. Can't wait to see you guys next week at the Whiskey Kitchen. We'll be live there. Live on Wednesday next week. Live on Wednesday at Whiskey Kitchen.
I just
rebooked
my Airbnb to be more central to Whiskey Kitchen, and then all the other stuff going on. Oh no, this is actually a tinier Airbnb.
Great.
All right, one more. Nobody emails. Tipsinthenewsjunkie.com. Wow, time flies. I was a landscaper when I first started listening to you guys from day one.
Now I'm a billionaire.
We have our differences sometimes, but I still love the show. I would love to meet y'all on July 3rd in Mount Dora. That's next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, show live, and we are at Whiskey Kitchen. All right? I had to look at the other email to remember that. I'll remember that. I'll lock it in by this weekend. I promise you that much. All right, let's get into behind the scenes for the debate prep for Biden right now. This is what's going on behind closed doors. This sounds kind of cool, actually. This is what they're doing in prep for tomorrow's debate between Biden and former President Trump. By the way, Fritz on the Street is coming up in just a bit on the show after the next episode.
Who did I pick? Rehab Mark or Mike?
Rehab.
Rehab guy.
Rehab Ray? No, Ray doesn't have a rehab problem. Rehab Mark. Yes,
Mark.
That's who it was. Lots of emails here. All right, so here we go. At Camp David, this is from the New York Times, a movie theater and an airplane hangar have been outfitted with lights and production equipment to create a mock debate stage. At least 16 current and former aides summoned from Washington and Wilmington whiz back and forth on golf carts to join President Biden in strategy sessions. This is two very different ways to do this. Trump is just like mingling with the press and talking with the press and answering questions as his prep for the debate. And Biden is doing a full-on, like, fake debate. Mr. Biden is entering his 5th day of preparations at the presidential retreat in the woods of northern Maryland for Thursday's debate against Donald J. Trump. Camp David has become the epicenter for an administration and campaign effort to help Mr. Biden shake off the rust that often comes with being an incumbent on the defense and combat widespread voter concerns that he is too old to be an effective president. Both candidates are out of practice as debaters, and Mr. Biden's top advisors, including Ron Klain, who's managing the debate preparations, are aware of the missteps incumbents have made in the past. So they're working to position Biden not only as a president in the midst of a re-election campaign, but as a fighter who can counterpunch on the fly, they say. The rust factor is real. Neither of these guys is accustomed to having somebody a few feet away grilling them with no deference. So now, like, they have a whole setup, fake lights, well, real lights, I guess. Fake, like, production equipment. They're pretending like this is the real deal to get Biden ready for the big
wall
show.
for that.
Oh,
You know, the person who's throwing Biden the, possible Trump jabs. Or at the very least, like, for sure that Biden will be asked a question, he's answering, and if Trump disagrees, he's going to scream over him.
He's going to try
to distract him. So there has to be somebody that's training him for that, right?
Yeah, all the things. I guarantee you, like, every possible thing that could go wrong if they're smart. Isn't it wild that that's never leaked? As far as I'm aware.
The DeSantis one leaked.
Yes, his debate prep leaked, like the paperwork and stuff, but I've never seen
footage.
It's not that I remember. It could have been the case, but I remember there being like the debate prep, like the documents, and here's a strategy, and call Vivek Ramaswamy Vivek the
Vivek
we always forget
the liar.
This.
Damn it.
Vivek the something dumb idea. Obviously didn't work. But yeah, I don't know if they don't film it. I would think they would film it and want playback so they could look and gauge the performance, see what you could do differently, et cetera, et cetera. All that stuff is kind of powerful, but never have seen that leaked out. It's kind of interesting.
I think the only thing I've seen was there was a Vivek the fake or fake Vivek, first of all. He had to take a sledgehammer, that was in quotes, take a sledgehammer to Ramaswamy by calling him one of those two names. The only thing I've seen of these debate preps is, and I didn't even know how in-depth they can get until they had that Hillary Clinton documentary that I believe was on Netflix.
Yeah.
That was just about kind of her story and her career in politics, and then her, obviously, run for president.
Right, yeah. Yeah. So they would have behind the scenes for something special like that, but they probably would still... Like, I don't think they just give you the raw footage. They probably particularly choose some stuff.
You wouldn't want that out there. I mean, think about your first couple debate preps. You're going to screw up badly and maybe even embarrass yourself. That's the whole reason to do the debate prep, is to get the embarrassing stuff out of the way ahead of time. So you don't really want people to see that.
Just for the record, really effective debate is actually very difficult. It's not what most people do. Most people engage in like argumentative debate. To win a debate means that, in my estimation, to win a debate means that you have convinced more people that your ideas are better and correct and better for more people. So like if you went in, you would poll the audience. Which one of these idea sets do you think is better? Do you think Trump's ideas or Biden's ideas are better? Do you think Trump is going to be a good leader moving forward, or Biden? And then after the debate, you would ask that very same question to the very same audience, and you would see who you swayed. That's what winning a debate is about. It's about convincing people that you got better ideas by showing them in play. Now, you can win some people by just dunk. But you need to win the normies. You got to win the people in the middle over. And to do that is not easy, because if they see you too combative, too yelling too much, that's why you got to speak. And Trump is very good at this. You have to speak in bumper stickers. You cannot speak in too much nuance. I do that all the time. And then you end up fighting with people over like dumb stuff. It's like, I'll say, hey, this school is a really good school. Like Harvard is a really good school. And somebody will say, well, did you know this person went to Harvard? Do you really think a good school would have this person graduate? And you go, you've just taken the most ridiculous red herring and using it as example that the larger argument isn't true, and that obviously isn't the case. But that's kind of what plays out in online debates and people's minds, in like chat and stuff, all that. So they're going to have to really get it together, both of them. We got more of your dispatches coming up, and we'll get to what CNN is threatening. We'll do that after Fritz on the Street. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Love doesn't only cost a thing, but apparently sucks enough to get marked down 3 times, baby. A Texas man is on his way to a Guinness World Record for doing what others would get a restraining order for. Plus, people seriously thought a Tupac and Biggie live show was a real thing. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson, and another hot, humid, and stormy afternoon is on the way for Central Florida. We'll expect an afternoon high of 93 degrees in Orlando with about a 70% chance of some afternoon showers and storms. These will really get going, especially after lunchtime today. Heavy downpours and frequent lightning will be possible. Once we factor in the humidity, feels like temperatures will be in the low 100s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to EnduranceWarranty.com.
Can't escape the office this summer? Make your workdays tastier with delicious savings from EasyCater, the #1 site for workplace catering, with over 100,000 restaurants to choose from. Save up to $40 when you order from participating restaurants. These scrumptious discounts are available exclusively on EasyCater.com. So order some food for work and save some green with delicious summer savings. Order now at EasyCater.com. Order must be placed and received between June 24th and July 5th. Restrictions apply. See offer details.
Kevin Sorbo here, and I have an important message to share. If you owe the IRS back taxes, they can garnish your wages and levy your bank accounts. They can even seize your retirement or take your home. Tax Network USA is A+ rated and has saved over $500 million for their clients. Whether you owe a few thousand or a few million, they can help you.
Call Tax Network USA at 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com. That's 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go, shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer. Get ready to see the Eagles at Sphere Las Vegas with iHeartRadio. We'll fly you there, put you up at the Venetian Resort Las Vegas, and set you up with VIP tickets, including priority entry to see the Eagles play Sphere Las Vegas. Plus, we'll make your trip extra special with a helicopter tour of the city. And you'll take home To the Limit, the Essential Collection box set, signed by the Eagles. Winner must be 21 or older. Prize provided by Live Nation. For your chance to win, just listen to this station on the free iHeartRadio app.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
Things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Shortly after that, Fritz on the Street will return to the show.
Oh, yeah.
As we celebrate 11 years in. And the photo of the first day with Sabrina and me is up on See It Now over on thenewsjunkie.com. Day one, and us in the studio fighting through things.
Little did we know.
I know. It's so long ago
thumbs
now.
up, and it's like, we are going to fight so hard.
It's going to be, well, there's ups and downs and everything.
Absolutely. No, I mean,
Yeah.
listen, if you, both you and C-Lane, and Fritzy, as a matter of fact, will have a forever place in my heart. Like, it's formative years, the last 11 years, both as a person in my career, and despite the hurdles that we had, like, I feel like it's what made me who I am, and we have a lot more to look forward to. Now, knock on wood, I think we've been getting along pretty well the past couple of years.
I think so, too. Yeah, I think so. I think we're doing all right.
bit.
You know?
Yeah, all it took was Sean going away to his own castle.
We do have an election coming up, though, and that seems about the time that we start fighting each
What
other.
do they say? Distance makes the heart grow fonder?
Thank you.
God, but that commute was so easy.
Oh boy! All right. Well, as always, we'll see how that's very sweet of you to say. We'll see how everything goes here. It's going to be an exciting
I said
time
I
for
love
sure. Right back at you. I love you too. I wouldn't say anything otherwise. Yeah.
Sean.
Ah, what the hell, man? All right.
Hard to
Here we
go,
go.
this guy.
Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Listen to how fratty this email is. Ready?
Oh, man.
All right, chodes.
Nothing. Next episode with Sabrina.
What was my old phrase? Was it suck it, Chodes?
Suck it, Chodes. Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Look at us. Hold up. You know what stopped suck it, Chodes? Was
What's
the very nice listener of ours who told us that in, I believe, the Indian culture, Chodes has another meaning.
Yeah, I forgot that we were saying that a lot. I think you even said it in the next episode every day, or you said it a
every
lot
single
on the
day.
show.
But here we are. Now I'm just telling you to smoke weed. I'm also telling you to hit up that mortgage guy, Don, when it comes to refinancing or buying a first dream home. Perhaps you're expanding your business. Maybe you're starting your first business, debt consolidation, everything in between. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. Was just chatting with him this morning. He's going to be, I believe, over at the comedy show tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm very excited for that, but he's there for you every single day. Get the process started by going to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Chodes. 47 years ago, 1977. This guy right here. Elvis is right. Thank you very much. And he made his last concert appearance at the Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana.
And they need a forklift to get him off stage.
That's right.
He's C-Lane. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? Who's who?
I thought you were going to call him Sean. I was going to
totally
say
was.
it's been 11 years. I'm
My
the
bad.
Sean guy.
You're
He's the C-Lane.
Sean, he's C-Lane, and then you are Jeff.
Yeah, Fritz or Jeff is fine.
For 12 points, what was his final song before he died on the crapper?
Oh, man.
12 points.
Elvis wouldn't end on a slow one, would he?
He could.
He could.
All right, I'm going to guess I Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Do you guys want to guess because he got it right?
Well,
Did I get it?
Can't help falling in love with you.
Is that right?
Yeah, that was right, Sean. C-Lane.
I swear to God I didn't cheat, if you're thinking that. I did not cheat.
Such a beautiful song. The guy who wrote that song also wrote What a Wonderful World.
Yeah, but why would
Which
you go
one?
out on a slow song? Like, could you
Because
imagine?
he thought he was going to play another concert the next week? I don't know.
No, I mean, but like, imagine you're up there, you're playing in your band with Fritz, and you guys are going through all your songs.
Take my hair.
Yeah, you're never going to end on that song.
Oh, we ended with Kiss from a Rose, our last
yeah, but
show.
that might be a little
Power
slower,
ballad.
but it's still like boom, you know?
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't help falling into his toilet after dying.
There's
so
some
may
people. I
rest
think
in peace.
I've seen like Paul Simon or somebody like end with something slower, like "Sound of Silence" or "Slip Sliding
Oof,
Away."
Sound of Silence is rough.
That's
to
a
end with.
That's a tough one to end
Some
on.
people
yeah.
like to end on slow things. I don't know. Not me.
This is not ending well for this gal right here.
J-Lo.
No.
Oh, J-Lo.
J-Lo is right. And it's no surprise the tour got canceled. I did see a clip, though. I guess she's doing something in Europe.
Okay.
But it was like just to the floor seats. $8
Yikes.
a ticket. I don't know where this is from, but it did not look good. And it doesn't look good on the shelves because she's having a lot of trouble selling her latest album, This Is Me, ... now. Because one person spotted the vinyl record at Target on clearance for $7.79.
Oh, man, that's very embarrassing.
Wow, not
Had been marked down not once, not twice, but thrice times. It was originally sold for $25.99. Owie. People are commenting about it on X. One person says $8 for a lip sync record is a bit much. Another says, I've never seen a star fade this quickly before.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I
Very
feel a little
strange.
I don't know why I feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad, I guess, but I kind of do.
Tell me how you feel about this, because her, I guess maybe soon to be not confirmed estranged husband, Ben Affleck, absolutely chewed out the paparazzi who posted up in front of his house. He said that he's not miserable, he's just resting hard face. But over the weekend, he was leaving the home he bought with J-Lo in Beverly Hills, then stopped his car, like screeched the wheels, to scream at the paparazzi. Now, the beginning of the clip, a little rough to hear, but then you can hear the screams.
Get
off the car before it.
Don't flash your light on someone driving down and trying to have your light. Listen, you do have your light. Don't do that. That's dangerous. You don't even know if that's me. You're causing accident. Right. You know that. But you're right. Stop, man. It's dangerous what you guys are doing. Do you understand? I can't see. You're going to get somebody hurt doing this. My daughter's coming down here. If you flash the lights on her, you're putting her in danger. Do you understand that?
Understood, Ben.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry,
They were
Ben.
like
Sorry,
a bunch
Mr.
of
Ben.
little bitches when he starts yelling at them.
Sorry, Ben. I'm really sorry. Little.
Yeah, they're like taking photos of him getting mad.
We are going to make so much money with TMZ.
So so sorry that we're going to sell this footage.
Yeah.
That's how sorry they were.
Could you do it? Give me one more take.
Yeah, I couldn't get the tail end of you yelling at us, Mr. Affleck.
Talk about some takes. So I watched last night with my girlfriend. I Am Celine Dion, the documentary.
Okay, Courtney brought this up, and Courtney was like,
tell you,
"I
man.
can't bring myself to watch it. It looks like it's too hard to watch."
It was beautiful. It
Yeah?
was extremely tough to watch. Like, I have never felt for somebody more as far as an artist, a mega superstar for, decades now.
Doesn't she have herself like having seizures
She
like,
doesn't.
in the footage or something?
So, I mean, that's the clip I'm about to talk about because it is
Okay.
going viral. And it's towards the end of the documentary. I do highly suggest it, but, like, prepare yourself. It's,
This is not the documentary where they weren't allowed to use her music.
No. This is, I believe,
This is hers.
This is all hers. In her house, you meet her kids, you hear about her struggles with stiff person syndrome. And then, like, when these clips were kind of eking out, people were starting to say, like, I don't believe this, This is not legitimate.
Think she's faking it?
Some people did. And then you watch that scene, which is towards the end of the documentary
Yeah.
of her having the seizure. And that was one of the hardest things I've ever watched.
Oh, God.
I'm like, even talking about it's getting me a little. It breaks your heart over and over and over again. And you realize how much this woman is struggling and what an insane disease stiff person syndrome is and what she's trying to do to get out of it or to, like, at least manage it so she can do what she loves that has been doing for 30 years. But
It's chronic, isn't it? Or acute?
they don't know a lot about it. It's neurological disease where your muscles essentially are not communicating with your brain.
But it only gets worse, right? I don't think you can get better from it.
But
I don't,
this seizure that she had, that the cameras were on for, they
Yeah.
say 10 minutes. I swear it was 15 minutes.
Oh, God.
It was insane to watch. And it really puts in perspective, like, there's no faking what's going on with her right now.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you wish her the best, but it was, that's all I could say for it. Like, if you want to watch it,
Damn
be
it, she's
prepared.
going on the Grammys like that? That's crazy.
I'm sorry?
I said she's going on the Grammys like that?
Apparently she's been dealing with this for 17 years, but it's now like the seizures and the spasms are at their worst.
It's coming to a head, yeah.
I know this is unimportant, but they renamed monkeypox, right? Can we not rename stiff person syndrome? It's literally the
Watch
worst
that.
name.
Watch what she goes through and tell me it's not a stiff person.
What do they rename
I just think it
monkeypox
sounds.
to?
I forgot, but they thought it was going to be racist because whatever, So stiff person syndrome just sounds so bad and mockable, I think, and I hate that.
Let's
it's
just
so
rename
good. It's
monkeys then.
Sure.
Do you want to make fun of some people? How about
Sure.
A whole bunch of people drove hours to what they thought was a live concert brought to you by Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
Way to go, Pittsburgh.
I'm in.
Pittsburgh.
Say they're getting to the bottom of this concert scam. Now, mind you, it was promoted as a Biggie and Tupac live orchestra concert at a church now called 25 Carrick. It turns out it was 25 bogus because it all seemed very legit, according to one Facebook user. The second I made the payment, I got the confirmation numbers, tickets with the codes, all the stuff on it. But when they got to the venue over the weekend, the church was locked up.
Oh, damn.
They rolled up after sitting in traffic for 45 minutes. You go to the venue, there's a sign on the door saying that there's no event. It's a whole big scam. There's a similar story
It's
from...
nice of the church to put up that sign.
Yeah, for sure. Why not open your doors and get some new churchgoers.
Uh-huh.
Make some remixes.
I think there'd be.
I love
even-
it when you call me Big Jesus.
I think they'd be even more pissed off if they showed up to this potential Biggie and Tupac show and it was like, let's talk about your relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. But I mean, they know they're dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows at this point? But,
I'm not buying Beatles tickets and expecting anything cool.
Uh-oh.
What? You have
No.
Beatles tickets for
Not
C-Lane?
related.
Look under your
No.
chair right now. There's a Texas man also going to find himself in a particular situation, not paying for fake concert tickets to someone who's performing that's already dead, but someone who is already dead nonetheless. I introduced to you a Texas man who loves this lady.
Selena.
Selena's right, and he very well could land himself a Guinness World Record. His name is Andrew Longoria. And he's going to attempt to etch his name into the Guinness World Records later this month. His claim to fame, an impressive memorabilia collection dedicated to the Queen, Selena. Now, he's a devoted fan of Selena. I believe that there's, I'm sorry I didn't send you the link ahead of time. Maybe we can put it on See It Now. He has amassed approximately 1,300 pieces of memorabilia over the years.
God.
All documented on his Instagram page. His passion for collecting was ignited by his grandmother, who loves Elvis Presley. Full circle, here we go. His own collection inspired him. Ever since, he and his grandmother first purchased the Dreaming of You CD in 1997, and then boom. They're going to try this world record attempt on, June 29th. That's what it is, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I guess he's bringing all of his stuff to the museum, and then Guinness is going to show up and be like, you got it, dude.
Yeah, they're going to validate
Congrats.
it.
Or you don't.
Authenticate. Thank you.
Yeah, so good luck to you, Texas man, Andrew. On the boob tube, we have the 2024 NBA draft. Who's going to play the big ball game
Who's going to play
on
it?
the court? Fourth season
It's
finale.
not me. Spoiler alert. I'm not going to play it.
Walker on the CW series premiere of the real CSI Miami on CBS, a reality show that looks at the actual forensic science being used to solve real crime cases in Miami. And Watch What Happens Live will have Chase Crawford. You can catch Selena Gomez with guest host Martin Short on Kimmel, and you follow your dreams. And me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day. Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, Fritz on the Street is back. It's going down. And the new Fritz magnet is up for grabs. Here you are. It's called the Hitman, the FOTS Hitman mag. Fritz on the Street Hitman mag.
Hell yes.
The only way you can get this is, to win here on Fritz on the Street. I'll probably give a stack of them to Fritz, too, so he can have them at his trivia.
I will see you at 3:30.
But these are very, very, very difficult to get and dwindling in number already. If you want to get your hands on one of the FOTS Hitman magnets, well, let's see what you got. Get our attention right now. Some people have already been picked, but Fritz on the Street is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio has your chance to win a trip to see the Eagles perform at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. Just listen to Real Radio 104.1 on our free iHeartRadio app to qualify to win.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
What's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. There does seem to be a delay on the turnpike that's northbound approaching Osceola Parkway. That right lane is blocked. Give yourself a little extra time. That delay is still there due to an incident. Apopka Vineland at the intersection of Steer Lake Road. That's near the turnpike as well. And your usual delay on I-4. That's east and westbound approaching 535. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Pearl's Specialties Olives in the sunny yellow jar.
Original MTV VJ Martha Quinn here. Pearl's Specialties Olives are bursting with flavor and add the perfect Mediterranean twist to everyday meals and snacks. Rock your recipes with Pearl's Specialties Olives. For quality you can trust, look for the sunny yellow jar at your local Walmart.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
FrankGayServices.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Shipley Donuts, now open on South Somoran Boulevard.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Ah, summer in Florida. You know, that fun season of watching the thermostat like a hawk, not to mention your power bills. Keep the AC in and the heat and humidity out with new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen delivers custom-designed, energy-saving windows and doors, and that's because their unique Fibrix material combines elegance and resilience, offering double the strength of traditional vinyl. And they offer a seamless experience from design to installation, providing durable windows and doors in Florida that can stand up to Florida's weather. And now through the end of June, buy one window and or patio door and receive one 40% off. Plus 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring experienced window and door installers. Just go to rbafla.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Just dial pound law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America, and now the universe's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Can't escape the office this summer? Make your workdays tastier with delicious savings from EasyCater, the #1 site for workplace catering, with over 100,000 restaurants to choose from. Save up to $40 when you order from participating restaurants. These scrumptious discounts are available exclusively on EasyCater.com. So order some food for work and save some green with delicious summer savings. Order now at EasyCater.com. Order must be placed and received between June 24th and July 5th. Restrictions apply. See offer details.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office, Orlando.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real number one radio.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the news.
Go over to thenewsjunkie.com to learn more about the show. We got Fritz on the Street coming up in just a moment here.
Oh, yeah.
And you know how this goes by now. It's the greatest game in all of radio, and you can win. All you have to do is get our attention, and if we represent you and Fritz on the Street and we win, you get your hand on a very rare magnet for Game of Magnets. You can also learn more about Game of Magnets, the rules, all the old magnets and what they look like. There's over 50,000 of them out there in the wild. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. I have chosen via this email right here, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, Sean, pick me today, please. Congrats on 11 years. Matt in Port St. Lucie. So I'll take Matt in PSL.
Nice, Matt.
What about you, Sabrina?
I'm going to go with Ray. I believe that was an email from earlier. So
That was Ray, yes, correct.
Yeah, thanks, Ray.
Ray on email. What about you, C-Lane?
All three emailers. Rehab Mark.
All right, Rehab Mark, and we're all set. What about you, Fritz? You ready to go?
I am right now, as of this moment.
All right, let's do this thing. Let's do Fritz on the Streets.
That's sexy. Oh, some Dave Matthews Band? Is that C-Lane playing that?
No.
What happened there?
Fritz on the Street.
Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Sean. Hello, Dave Matthews.
What happened?
It was a different page and the same button.
Nice.
That was the
Whoopsie-daisy.
strangest start to Fritz on the Street
Tell
we've
me
ever
about
had.
Now I'm so thrown off. I'm sorry if I lose now.
C-Lane,
Rehab
why
Mark.
is there a whole page of Dave Matthews Band on our system here?
That's for fun.
I don't
That's
know.
a mystery. Fritz on the Street, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go. Just call Mo. That's 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place with 153 points, we have Mr. Christopher Dave Matthews Band, number one fan, Lane.
We're not even up there.
In second place with 137 points, we have Mr. Sean Wasson.
Damn it.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yep. And in third,
How many points?
137. And in
Nice.
third place, 2 points removed with 135 points, we have Miss Sabrina Ambra.
Oh, damn.
So we have 153, 137, 135. 8 questions, 4 current event questions, 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point.
Where were these asked?
Thank you for asking. I went to Cavo's Bar and Kitchen. Each Tuesday night, I have Fritz's Funhouse. We had 6 teams. It was a torrential downpour. Waiting for it to start promptly at 7:30, and then we still had 6 teams. So
I had a friend that was from JFK to Orlando, typically a 3-hour flight.
Mm-hmm.
In the air for 7 hours.
Oh,
damn, that's not
Trying to
fun.
avoid that storm.
yeah, that is very frightening.
Yeah, sucks for them.
So yeah, so if you
Moving
think
on.
you know it, chime in for that bonus point. Is everyone in?
yes.
All right, we start, of course, with question number 1. At the age of 90...
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
That'd be Willie Mays.
Willie Mays is correct. At the age of 93, which Major League Baseball Hall of Famer passed away? C-Lane, you got that right. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Willie Mays?
I'm going to go with 6.
6.
That's a good guess. 5.
5 for Sean.
7.
And 7 for Sabrina. Question number 1 with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, who knows the Say Hey Kid? At the age of 93, which MLB Hall of Famer passed away?
Willie Mays. It was on the news, but I forgot. So I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank. I know his name, but I'm not going to be able to give you the answer without looking it up.
Willie Mays? Willie Mays. It's Willie Mays. Willie Mays.
Billy Mays. Willie Mays.
Willie Mays.
That would be 6. So
All right.
Sealand's hitting a 3-pointer right out of the gate, and Sean and Sabrina with their guesses of 5 and 7, each picking up 1 point. So we move on to question 2. It's about a TV show. What was the name of Bob Ross's TV show? Sabrina?
One of my favorite TV shows, publicly accessed. And that was Painting with Bob Ross.
That is incorrect.
I know.
Sean.
Go ahead, John.
How to Paint with Bob Ross.
That is incorrect.
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Painting is easy with Bob Ross.
That would be The Joy of Painting.
The joy of painting is easy, but about to paint with Bob Ross.
We were right around it.
Parentheses, anyone can paint. C-Lane, you got question 1 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said The Joy of Painting?
1.
1.
3.
3 for Sabrina.
5.
And 5 for Sean.
Very whistly 5.
Question 2. With answers of 1, 3, and 5,
Ding, 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 ding.
Come
Was there Bob Ross? What was the name of Bob Ross's TV show?
Painting with Bob Ross?
The Joy of Painting.
The Joy of Painting. Watch it all the time.
Anyone can paint?
That's what he says all the time. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Sure, let's go with that.
I don't know that one. You want to pass? Yeah. Painting with Bob Ross.
The art of painting.
Come on.
The joy of painting?
Yes!
That would be 3. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points on that one. And we move on to question 3. Last week, which legendary Canadian actor passed away? Sabrina.
Oh, Lord Almighty. Legendary. Canadian. Everyone loved him.
Celine. Celine.
Okay.
Celine.
I believe I'm still answering.
You have the
so if you
floor.
guys could shut up, we'll start over. All right, I'll put your mics down. You threw me off. I have to start over again. One of my favorite Canadian actors.
Sean.
Son of a bitch. My God. It was the guy. It was a dude, for sure. He's very old. We know him. We love him.
Okay.
I forgot.
Sean, come on.
You get, bitch.
Donald Sutherland.
Damn it.
Donald Sutherland is correct. That's what you get, bitch. Sabrina. Oh, my God. C-Lane, you got that right. Out of 8 answers, how many do you
Sorry,
think
buddy.
said Donald Sutherland? Full question last week, which legendary Canadian actor passed away at the age of 88?
I'm going to go with
Keeper's dad.
5.
5.
4.
4 for Sabrina.
6.
And 6 for Sean. Question 3 with answers of 4, 5, and 6. Last week, which legendary Canadian actor passed away at the age of 88?
Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland.
Oh, that is Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland?
I saw it. I don't remember who it is.
Oh, Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland.
That would be 7. So, Sean, with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point. We move on now to question 4. That's the halfway point. And Fritz on the street after question 4. I'll tell you who is leading so far on the day. And question 4 is about cheese.
All right.
Manchego cheese is made with milk from which animal?
Celine.
Celine?
That would be milk from a goat.
That is incorrect.
Sean?
Sean?
Trick question, cow.
That is incorrect.
I'll take the question again, please.
You got it. Manchego cheese is made with milk from which animal?
Man. The answer is man.
Chago. It's a chago.
Manchego. What other animals can be milked?
Manchego means rabbit, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't
another
milk
one.
a rabbit. Stop being an idiot.
You can milk anything with nipples.
I have nipples.
Can you milk me, Greg?
An attempt was made.
Told you I don't quote. So it's not a cow. It's not a goat.
What do you got?
It's
All day, apparently.
Yeah, I do. Because you guys can't yab around. Manchego. I think it obviously is one of my favorite things to milk. I really can't think of anything else that can be milked.
Those are the 2 big ones.
Right.
Well, there's another thing that's kind of, well, never mind.
Just say it. Come on.
No.
If you, for our 11th anniversary, please.
Going to say it's kind of like a goat.
Sheep.
Yeah, that is correct.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, my
Sean.
God. I didn't want to do it. Where were you defending me, C-Lane?
Sabrina,
saving me from myself, from the mistake you knew I was
got my
making.
peer pressure.
out of 8 answers, how many do you think said sheep?
5.
5.
3.
3 for C-Lane.
2.
And 2 for Sean. Question 4 with answers of 2, 3, and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone's picking it up right on the money. Who is it? Manchego cheese is made with milk from which animal?
A goat.
Goat.
A sheep.
Yeah.
Sheep.
Yeah? Yeah?
Sheep.
I should know this. I love cheese. I want to say goat.
Sheep.
That would be 5. So Sabrina's hitting a 3-pointer on that one.
Gobi.
Yeah, Manchego sheep produced Manchego cheese.
Is that
So-
good cheese? Any of you guys tried that
I
cheese?
have no idea.
Sounds kind of good.
That means after 4, with 4 remaining, in first place with 6 points, we have Sabrina Ambra / Ray. In second place with 4 points, we have C-Lane / Rehab Mark. And in third place with 2 points, we have Sean / Matt and PSL.
You making fun of me?
A little bit.
I didn't know that I was in first place.
You didn't pay attention? Are you,
No, I
is it
don't.
'cause you're
I'm
eating?
done. I'm not writing it down anymore.
What you eating over there? What you snacking on?
Got some sushi.
She has some delicious crab rangoon and
I
some
wish I had
sushi.
some sheep cheese in it.
That'd be great. Moving on now
You
to
never
question.
know. There might be some sheep
Yeah,
in there
maybe.
somewhere.
Moving on to question 5 now. Recently, which NHL team won?
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
That is the Florida Panthers.
That is correct.
Write that down, C-Line.
Which NHL team won the Stanley Cup in Game 7? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the Florida Panthers or Florida?
8.
8.
7.
7 for C-Lane.
5.
And 5 for Sean. Question 5 with answers of 5, 7, and 8. I wish
Give
this
me 5.
computer was
Ding,
faster.
ding, 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 ding.
Whoa, someone knows they're Panthers. Recently, which NHL team won the Stanley Cup in Game 7?
Positive it wasn't them, but I'm going to go Bruins.
Are you
Panthers.
serious?
Florida Panthers. Florida Panthers.
Come on.
Panthers.
Florida Panthers.
Give me a dodo.
Florida Panthers.
That would be 7. So C-Land is picking up 2 points, and
Who's
Sabrina.
that troll?
I think he just honestly didn't
They're
watch
banned
it.
from all of our events.
Yeah, I think he just didn't watch hockey. And Sabrina with a guess of 8, picking up 1 point. Moving on now to question
Yeah, what were you?
6.
What were you rooting for there, Sean? You picked 2.
I know. I picked 5. I picked
5.
5. Yeah.
Moving on now to question 6, with 3 remaining. Which actor has had roles in films such as Adaptation, Peggy Sue Got Married?
Sean.
and Sean?
Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage is correct. Didn't even need that third movie. Moonstruck. Those are the 3 critically acclaimed movies from Nicolas Cage. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Nick Cage?
6.
6.
4.
4 for C-Lane.
5.
And 5 for Sabrina. Question 6 with answers of 4, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Knows they're Nick Cage. Crazy Which Nick actor Cage. has had roles in films such as Adaptation, Peggy Sue Got Married, and Moonstruck?
National Treasure, what's his name?
Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Is that Nick Cage? Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I don't know that one either.
All I could think of is Cher, and that's not it.
Nicolas Cage.
Robert De Niro. Who knows? I don't know.
Nick Cage.
That would be 5. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points. And Sean and C-Lane with your guesses of 6 and 4, each picking up 1 point. Moving on to question 7 now. After passing away at the age of 49, Shifty Shell Shock. Sabrina?
Crazy Town.
Crazy Town is correct.
Sugar Baby.
Shifty Shell Shock was the frontman for which 2000s band? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Crazy Town?
Question again?
After passing away at the age of 49, Shifty Shell Shock was the frontman for which 2000s band?
Ooh, I'm going to go with 5.
5.
Like they're not going to know. They're going to say Limp Bizkit.
6.
6 for Sean.
5.
And 5 for C-Lane. How many Limp Biscuits do you think get thrown in there?
Ooh, 4.
4 Limp Biscuits.
That makes sense as far as the
Okay.
numbers
2
go.
biscuits. 2 biscuits for me.
2 for Sean. Okay.
0. Everybody knows it's Fred Durst.
Let's see.
There's other members.
Question 7 with answers
It's
of
frontman.
5 and 6 for question number 7. After passing away at the age of 49, Shifty Shell Shock was the frontman for which 2000s band?
Crazy Town.
Limp Bizkit.
I don't know. Limp Bizkit.
We're really bad at this.
Yeah.
Says that pass?
Yeah, can't get it.
pass.
Oh, dead people. Crazy Town.
Crazy Town. I have no idea.
No clue.
That would be 3 with 2 Limp Biscuits. So Sean is picking up that imaginary point.
Yay!
No points awarded on that one. We're moving on to question 8, but before we do, let's take a look at the scoreboard. In first place with 11 points, we have Sabrina Ambra / Ray. In second place with 7 points, we have C-Lane / Rehab Mark. And in third place with 4 points, we have Sean / Matt and PSL.
Sugar Baby.
Question 8. What is the capital of Indonesia?
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Indonesia.
Sabrina. 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 Panama.
Not gonna. Indonesia City.
That is incorrect.
Sean.
Sean?
Jakarta.
Jakarta's correct. You were going to say Indonesia City, weren't you?
I was. Or Ville, I think. Indonesiaville.
Sean, you got that right. Jakarta is the capital of Indonesia. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Jakarta?
3.
3.
Jakarta, don't even know.
4 for C-Lane.
2.
And 2 for Sabrina. Question 8 with answers of 2, 3, and 4. Let's see who knows Indonesia. What is the capital of Indonesia?
Bali. Jakarta.
All of you.
Jakarta? Is that Jakarta?
Jakarta.
Okay.
I don't know.
Kuala Lumpur, Sri Lanka.
Jakarta.
That would be 5. So C-Lane with a guess of 4, picking up 1 point, and that means leading or winning on the day with 11 points. Sabrina Ambra/Ray, congratulations. In second place with 8 points, C-Lane/Rehab Mark. And in third place with 4 points, Sean/Matt in PSL. That means in first place and still leading on Fritz on the Street with 161 points, Christopher Lane. In second place, a new front runner to spot number 1 with 146 points, Sabrina Ambra. And in third place with 142 points, just 4 points removed, Sean Wasson. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thank you, Fritzy.
The best of the best. We missed you so much last week.
Sure did. Everyone thought you died.
Yeah, we went to Stewart, and it was like the ocean was crazy, and then 2 people were swept into the ocean and died.
Oh, my God.
It was nuts. Children,
we're glad to have you back.
was that the
Glad
parents?
one of them wasn't you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We will take a quick break, but I want to tell you, go follow Fritz on social media, Jeff Ilgenfritz, or just search for no_regrets_coyote. Underscore is that little line on the floor, you know what I mean? No_regrets_coyote.
It's a capital dash.
Yeah, they use that and follow along with Fritz. I bet if you just search for No Regrets Coyote on Instagram, it'll probably just show his account. And then you'll see where he is and when you can get in on one of the trivia sessions with Fritz's Funhouse Trivia and maybe even participate in Fritz on the Street. How about that?
We say?
Fritz, you going to hang out with us today?
I would love to.
Yes.
All right. We'd love to have you. We got so many things to get into. We got more emails. We're going over 11 years of the show as today is our 11-year anniversary.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fritz. We couldn't have done it without you, for sure.
Oh, that's a lie,
We did the
and
first
you know
couple
it.
of years without him.
CNN is really, really, really upset about what's going to happen for this presidential debate tomorrow. And they are going to be on top of things. They said, do not get caught watching this way. Otherwise, big, big trouble. What's going on? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Ice cream for your ears without the brain freeze. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road at 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss.
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
And more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
Do you need your contractor's license? In 4 short weekends with Camtech School of Construction, you'll be able to ace the state exam. Get legal, get licensed, get Camtech. Join us for a free info seminar this Thursday night at 7 p.m. at the Holiday Inn Universal. CamtechSchool.com.
Frank Gay Services has something cool for you. Keep your AC running smoothly with our expert service. Experienced, professional, friendly, and speedy care that earned us thousands of 5-star reviews. That's the Frank Gay way. Visit frankgayservices.com or call for details.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Did you know Life Imaging FLA? They've been around for about a year now. A year of saving lives. And I say that, and it's all actually accurate. I have 4 friends who went to Life Imaging FLA, found out they had heart blockage. They had no idea that they had, and it did save their lives. Dozens of listeners have told us the same story about finding out about cancer early and heart blockage. You can go and get this same scan done, and it will give you peace of mind, and also can let you know in advance if you have something that you need to take care of. Life Imaging FLA, they know that early detection of heart disease and cancer is a game changer when it comes to early treatment and the outcome. It's Life Imaging FLA. If you want to get that heart scan, pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and with a few minimum requirements, this is a $699 value, and you can get that free heart scan like I did. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Life Imaging FLA.
Imagine you could convert to cash trapped in your home without taking on high-interest debt or the hassle of moving. Well, now you can. Welcome to EasyKnock, the revolutionary solution for homeowners looking to go from equity-rich to cash-rich, all while staying in the home. Why worry about lender approvals? EasyKnock's sale-leaseback solutions allow you to avoid harsh credit score and debt-to-income requirements. Sell your house to EasyKnock for 100% fair market value and then rent it back, getting the cash and flexibility you need. In today's high-interest rate environment, why take on more debt? Turn your home equity into the cash you need to pay down that pesky credit card debt, those lingering student loans, or just to secure your finances. EasyKnock is your answer. Don't let lenders hold you back. Visit EasyKnock.com now and discover how you can convert your home equity today. EasyKnock. It's your home, and now it's your cash. Terms and conditions apply. EasyKnock sale leaseback products are not available in Massachusetts and select states and markets. Purchase price includes a mix of cash and an option.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before. While you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Can't escape the office this summer? Make your workdays tastier with delicious savings from EasyCater, the #1 site for workplace catering, with over 100,000 restaurants to choose from. Save up to $40 when you order from participating restaurants. These scrumptious discounts are available exclusively on EasyCater.com. So order some food for work and save some green with delicious summer savings. Order now at EasyCater.com. Order must be placed and received between June 24th and July 5th. Restrictions apply. See offer details.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
How do you solve a crime in reverse when you believe that someone was murdered but have no clue who the victim was?
We have to do our job, and we have to find out, who did they kill?
if it's possible. How are we going to do that? Listen to Deep Cover the Nameless Man on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search for Deep Cover the Nameless Man.
Make your summer awesome at Sutherland Nissan Orlando with 6 Nissan models under $30K.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
on Verdict Watch right now. Verdict Watch.
That's what all the chat room's been talking about this last break.
Verdict Watch for the Karen Reed trial. And that's the one where she allegedly plowed into her husband with her Lexus SUV and left him to die in the snow. I think it's been about 7 or 8 hours they've been deliberating. Everybody's trying to...
She got a little bit sniped at by the judge this morning for smirking in the courtroom.
Okay, the judge who, mind you, did you see that? Let me see if I can bring this up.
My wife goes, yeah, I heard it, but the judge was being a bitch.
The judge is kind of weird, too, to your wife's credit. I saw one clip, and I'll bring it up just for reference so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But the judge in this Karen Reed trial, there was an expert who was coming up to testify on the stand, and they ended up calling this guy Crash Daddy because he was like an expert on the vehicle crashes, and the judge was clearly kind of looking at him and like into him a little bit. And
was he handsome?
He's just a regular looking guy to me, but the judge seemed to be into it. This is the best video I can find on short notice. So you know where the judge is in this video. It's quite obvious, but you see the guy coming up to the stand here in a moment, and she's looking over at him, sort of taking it all in.
Oh,
Hello.
wow.
What's
sustained.
Yeah, she's really batting her eyes. Oh my! There's a lot of looks going on from the judge in the Karen Reed case to this particular person, and everybody got to remember something here, all right? Before we get to the verdict on the Karen Reed case, there's two things. There's the thing that you think to be the truth, and there's the thing that you think will be the verdict rendered in the courtroom, right? So I believe the truth is, because of some solid evidence, including the data from the Lexus SUV that Karen Reed was driving, from the amount that she had to drink.
Yeah, okay, so she was intoxicated, and then did the data show her, like, speed up?
It showed that her car accelerated very quickly in reverse and then hit something, which I believe the something was her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, and there's enough information, I think. However, even though I think that she is guilty, I don't think she'll be found guilty of the biggest charges against her, because her attorney has done an awesome job of providing what I would call an alternate narrative. And you have the main narrative from the prosecution. She was drunk. She got in a fight with her boyfriend. She plowed into him. She fled the scene. She got out of there, went back to her house. And then she was calling and saying all kinds of mean stuff to him on these voicemails while he was dead.
Oh, Jesus.
I think there's enough in terms of speculation and just doubt that's been planted by her attorneys and the seeds of these jurors that
beyond reasonable.
Yeah, I think that they're going to get some jurors on this. I think that there's a decent chance that she might get a not guilty. Maybe they might get her on leaving the scene of a crime, but they are fighting that too. They're saying that she dropped him off. He went inside, and she left, so she wouldn't have left the scene of a crime.
It is
I wouldn't
incredible
be surprised if they got her on something, though.
That they can get that data from the Lexus, but nothing beyond that. Like,
and there was no
there's
cameras
no
at that house.
cameras, there's no street light, there's no other witnesses. It's just
so
it always seems to be, because it was a snowy day, was it not?
Yep, yeah, it
That
snowed
always
like
seems to be the case when it comes to murders and there's snow around. Like, no one knows anything, and there's no evidence ever.
So I watched the closing statements last night, and if you're on twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie, if you subscribe over there, when I'm doing like show prep stuff for the next day and watching something like that, I just stream it for the hell of it. So if you ever want to watch along, twitch.tv/The News Junkie, I just stream on that channel alone. So I'm watching the closing statements from Karen Read's attorneys. And let me give you an example of why I think there's a good chance she's going to come out not guilty, or maybe just minor charges against her. Her attorney, who is way more clear and understandable in his theories and his outline of the case than the prosecution was, in my estimation, he comes out and he goes, basically, he says this. He says, I want you to imagine somebody dies on the front lawn of your house in the snow. They die there. And you're a police officer, okay? You live in the house. And you live in the house where somebody has just died on your lawn. This guy who is the cop there, who the defense alleges was the person truly involved in the murder of John O'Keefe, when the cops came, when the paramedics came, when all the first responders came, he didn't speak with anybody. He didn't come out of his house. They didn't question him. The person who had a dead body on his lawn wasn't questioned by the cops, didn't come out to see what was going on with the ambulances, didn't see if he could help.
Outside?
Wasn't outside, didn't do any of this stuff.
That's sketchy.
They never got a warrant to search the house. They never seriously considered anybody inside the house.
Did they all know each other?
Theory. Inside the house, they did, certainly. And
they got rid of the dog.
They got rid of the dog afterwards. They sold the house afterwards. And all of these things
they
are
all
things
took
that
their cell phones to the military base and threw them away.
There's a lot that looks really, really suspicious.
Sounds like you got a side.
Yeah,
well, it's more like I got a speaker in my house.
Yeah, my theory is a lot
on the phone. I want to hear her like actually say it, because I bet there's a lot more information that you hear every morning before you go to work.
You tell Sean. Block an hour, hold the ads. We'll figure this thing out.
Go. So the train is on the tracks.
Yeah.
So my theory is this. You have all these weird things like Sealand was saying, like they destroyed their phones. I think that's explained by they destroyed their phones because they were having inappropriate communications about the case. And they were. One of the guys was making really rude personal comments about Karen Read.
Oh, my God. When they had to read that verbatim.
Yeah.
How uncomfortable. How uncomfortable. And he was like, this is obviously regretful. And he's like, just read it as you said it, sir. And he's like, yeah, she's a flat ass and I wouldn't bang her. And
yeah. Like super inappropriate, right?
So gross.
So all of those things I think were inappropriate. And I think there was more conversations going on because this is how things work with cops. The defense said, and I thought this was real nice for a jury, because again, don't think about what you think is the actual truth, who's guilty, who's not guilty, and then think about what you think the jury is going to say, because that's the thing that you would predict, really, in this case. I think she's guilty, but I don't think the jury is going to find her as such, because there was so much going on with these cops. And the defense attorney for her, he says, there wasn't a thin blue line protecting these police officers from any investigation. It was a massive blue wall.
Ooh.
And I was like, all right, okay, that'll resonate. And the jurors will see, well, why was this guy talking so much smack and saying these terrible things about this woman that was a suspect? Why didn't they even question the guy who had a dead body in his front yard? Why didn't they go inside and obtain a search warrant? Why was there a snowplow person who they knew to have plowed the street, who they knew to have gone by the house when the body would have been in the yard? Why did they never investigate that? And so there's so many things. There's a lot of reasonable doubt that was sowed through a giant conspiracy laid forth by her defense.
Does Karen come from money?
I don't know.
It seems like this defense attorney knows what he's doing, and
he's good.
That leads me to believe that he's expensive by the hour.
He may have wanted the attention attached to the case, or she may have had money. She might do okay for herself, and maybe it's a combination of the two. But all that it takes is a little bit of suspicion that maybe she didn't do this. A little bit of that reasonable doubt in the mind of these jurors. And there is a lot of it here. And her attorneys are really good at bringing that up. Like, if this guy died in the front yard in the snow, John O'Keefe died in the front yard in the snow of this house near Canton, Massachusetts, and somebody in that house as his body lay on the frozen snow, according to the prosecution's timeline, 2-something a.m. in the morning. Searches for how long does it take for a body to die in the snow.
Which is wild.
And that's insane, right? That's a huge red flag. And then the prosecution says, oh, no. She opened that tab up that night at 2 o'clock. She didn't search that until well after she was aware of what happened and how this guy died, just out of curiosity. The excuse is the reasoning for all of this nonsense was not good. I don't think the prosecution did a good job.
And then, creative, I guess, but at C- at most for she opened up the tab. Mm-hmm. It still shows the timeline of when you searched it.
Yeah.
When you hit enter on that search,
that's when we know the time.
There are things, there are pieces of data, there are packets of information that move through the tubes, and there should be a timestamp that is associated with those packets.
Did they ever consider the backstory
of the internet
of why they would have killed him? Like, was there?
Yes, the theory was twofold. First, they started with the younger son who is going to be in this house. If you're not familiar, I'll give you a quick overview in a moment here.
Thank you.
But they started with the younger son who is in this house.
Or
where
I got a TikTok link that'll give you a long-ass one. I mean, just go back.
Give him Ashley's number.
Yeah.
So this younger son was allegedly in the house where John O'Keefe died in the front yard in the snow. And they said that he had bad blood with John O'Keefe. But he didn't. It's pretty clear that he didn't have bad blood with this young kid. And the young kid wasn't even there. He left before John O'Keefe would have gone into the house. So that one's out the window. Now there was another guy who that same night, even though she was there with her boyfriend, another guy there was texting her as well. And the idea was that like he still was interested in a relationship with her and she wasn't. And then they showed that guy kind of getting contentious, or what looked like contentious, some arm grabbing and stuff in the bar. Maybe there was some fights over that, and that's what led to this. So there's theories that they throw out there, but the theory is from the defense side that he was attacked inside this house. Then he was attacked by their dog at some point in time, and he died there in their front yard. The theory from the prosecution, which is the one that I actually think is closer to exactly what happened, is that this woman was very drunk. She drove her car backwards. Somebody said earlier, who drives their car backwards at 24 miles an hour and hit something? She drove her car backwards and she hit him.
Yeah, that's really fast.
Yeah, it's very strange. But there's just enough reasonable doubt. So this is like better than Casey Anthony reasonable doubt, better than a lot of these other cases.
I didn't see the breakdown of the car data, but I don't know that it was a sustained 24 miles an hour. It might have gotten up there, like the stick may have crossed 24.
Yeah,
but I don't know that it was like
snowy. Maybe she's stuck in some ice.
It's complicated, very complex case. If you don't know, I'll quickly recap. I'll tell you in 60 seconds. Then we got to take a break and we'll get to jury duty.
Big time.
Actually, you know what? I'll recap in jury duty because that makes more sense there. Anyways,
you want to hear the quick where she gets yelled at by the judge?
No, we're way behind. Look at the clock. We're way behind. Save that. Save that. We'll get to that.
Elaine.
We'll give you more of Karen
11
Reed.
years.
We'll get more of jury duty, more of your emails, and so much more coming up. 11 years into this show is right. Yeah, that we'll keep revisiting as we come back. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mattress Firm.
Experts think two prospects from France will go 1-2 in the NBA draft tonight. Atlanta at number 1 projected to take Zachary Richache, with Washington at number 2 expected to pick Alex Sarr. Meanwhile, the Magic hoping to land some talent. They pick 18th tonight. Baseball, the Marlins rallied for 2 in the 7th and hung on to beat Kansas City. The Rays also won, putting up 11 runs. They crushed Seattle. I'm Matt McCoy.
Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
Season 2 of the hit podcast, The Idaho Massacre, explores the aftermath of violence at the University of Idaho that left 4 families mourning and a 28-year-old doctoral student charged. But did his study of criminology play a part in the crime?
Of course, Brian Kohberger's defense team is going to say he's not guilty. That's the only thing they can say. They can't say anything else, so they have to say this.
Listen to the Idaho Massacre on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search the Idaho Massacre.
Get to Twin Peaks for Wing Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we have 6 boneless wings, fries, and a soda for just $10. Prefer a signature draft beer? It's only $2 more. That's every Wednesday at Twin Peaks.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text LION to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text LION to 42424. That's LION to 42424.
Hey there, it's Russ Rollins. I'm talking to all the homeowners out there who are tired of staring at their cold swimming pools. It's time to stop wasting money on a pool that you can't use. With Solar Source, you can enjoy your pool year-round like I do. Top 5 things Solar Source customers do after solar heating their pools? Well, spend time with your family. Go nighttime swimming. You got movie nights in the pool. You got water workouts and much more. Friends of mine, friends of Russ Rollins, can save big money when scheduling a free consultation today at solarsource.com/monsters. Don't wait any longer. Start enjoying your pool again with Solar Source.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience, welcoming the top touring talent to our stage. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Carlos Mencia, June 28th through 29th. Thursday nights on the side stage. We host the best open mic in the Central Florida area. Check out our star-studded calendar and show times online at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available, with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
Kevin Sorbo here, and I have an important message to share. If you owe the IRS back taxes, they can garnish your wages and levy your bank accounts. They can even seize your retirement or take your home. Tax Network USA is A+ rated and has saved over $500 million for their clients. Whether you owe a few thousand or a few million, they can help you.
Call Tax Network USA at 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com. That's 800-728-2000 or visit tnusa.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-798-3399. That's 800-798-3399. 800-798-3399.
As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Got an iPhone? Sweet. Just tell Siri to play Real Radio 104.1.
Real Radio 104.1.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the
In years, in fact. It is going to be next week on the big show before the 4th of July, the 3rd of July broadcast.
I was trying to figure out the exact date of the last time we were out live.
Yeah.
And because I was trying to do it because usually I like order stuff to make sure we just have all our ducks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, when was the last time I ordered that? Now it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, guy, if we could tell the stories about the reasons why we haven't had live broadcasts.
Oh, yeah, Sean. That's my answer.
I'll go with that.
No, that's not the correct answer.
No, there's some others.
How to put this delicately.
Yeah. I mean, indirectly, he kind of knows some of the reasons.
Yeah.
Some of those got swept under because we were mad. We were upset. That's some goings on.
Happy 11-year anniversary.
I'm talking about something different. I think you know what the thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. We got jury duty coming up in just a moment here. For those of you who are kind of scratching your heads, what are they talking about? What's Sean getting into with this Karen Read story? Because it's gone national. It really has. But there's a lot of people who still don't know. Karen Read is a woman. She's in her 40s. She was in a relationship with a police officer. His name is John O'Keefe. They live in Canton, Massachusetts. All right. And they had gone out for a night of drinking with some friends. The bar was closing down that they were at. And they said, you want to go back to our place? Some friends did. Some friends were like, would you like to go back to our place, Karen Read and John O'Keefe, to have a couple more drinks? And John O'Keefe was like, yeah, of course. And she was like, okay, I don't know. And they went back to these people's house. And in front of that house, John O'Keefe was found the next morning dead in the snow. The story that the prosecution says, which is why they've charged her with murder, is that Karen Read that night was angry at John O'Keefe. He got out of the vehicle. She backed into him at a high rate of speed with her car, smacked him into the ground, and he maybe hit the sidewalk somewhere, and he was left for dead. He died not of the injuries necessarily, but mostly of the injuries which led to pneumonia, because when they found him the next morning, they say he was still alive. They're like, John O'Keefe was still alive the next morning. They found him and rushed him to the hospital. He was 8 degrees the next morning.
Oh, my God.
8 degrees,
That's
his body.
chilly.
That's dead. You didn't come back from that most times. So the other side of the story is the defense, which took a story from a local reporter called Turtle Boy. This is true. Turtle Boy was a local reporter who has like his own website, news blog thing. He said, everything you've heard about Karen Read is a lie. And he came up with a conspiracy that said the people who lived at this house who were in law enforcement, they were the ones responsible for the death of John O'Keefe, and they left him out in the front yard in the snow to die. And
Turtle.
Here's all the people that were involved in this conspiracy. When it came time for trial, Karen Read's attorneys just took that theory and ran with it. And they have won over about half the town. Half of the town is outside at this courthouse in Massachusetts, and they're saying, free Karen Read. She's innocent. She didn't do anything. This is a travesty. The good old boys have done it again. You know, the thick blue wall between the cops and the people. They'll never be held accountable for this.
No.
And then the law enforcement folks are trying to assure everybody, no, that's not the case. This woman killed this guy, left him to die. And, you know, believe whichever side you want. That's where we are right now. So we'll see what the jury says. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com before we get into jury duty. Gloria emails. Gloria says, First, let me say I love the show. I've been listening since the beginning.
But
I live in Cocoa, and I've been looking for a magnet for years. On my way to meet somebody last week, I was driving behind a car that was sporting a News Junkie magnet. Well, I figured I would follow the car and grab the magnet as soon as they stopped somewhere. 30 minutes later, they were still heading south on US 1. I was now 45 minutes late for my meeting, and the car showed no signs of stopping anywhere. So here I am, a loyal listener with no magnet, they said, Gloria said. And then Gloria asked to be picked for Fritz on the Street as well. Sorry, Gloria, you just missed the wire right there. Kevin emails tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, News Junkies. I've been listening to y'all since almost the very beginning. I was attending UCF at the time and saw the banner about having okay sex with Sabrina. I live in St. Pete now, but I still listen every day on YouTube. I met C-Lane at Finn Henry's a couple of times, and he was so kind. I also ran into Sabrina once at Will's Pub during an Unknown Hinson concert.
Fun times. I went to
I'm
that
not
show
sure
with
that
you, I
is.
think.
That's a band, Unknown Hinson?
Yeah. He turned
All right.
into a raging racist.
Oh, really?
Prior to the show.
Afterwards.
That's why Sabrina was there.
Afterwards. No, it's not.
I went to 2 holiday parties in 2016 and 2017, I believe. Never met Sean in person before, but I always agreed with almost every take or opinion Sean has on most topics, which is why I've listened for so long. Cheers to many, many more years. Love y'all, says Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate you, friend. All right, here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Our friend Moses will be joining us soon. Good. The list for Mo questions is getting quite long, and we'll have to sort all of those out very soon.
Definitely a 2-segmenter.
Yeah, for sure. CNN is now threatening to sue any YouTube or Twitch channels that plan to provide Trump-Biden debate commentary. Now, that's a little bit misleading. That headline is a little bit misleading. It's more if you want to stream CNN's live feed and provide commentary over it.
Because it's just ours, man.
CNN is saying this is our live stream right here. I saw somebody complain about this, and Elon Musk said the people deserve to hear this. It's their right to hear this. This is not a DMCA issue, and he's wrong. The Digital Millennia Copyright Act is what that stands for. And this absolutely is a copyright violation if you try to do this. CNN has the exclusive on this presidential debate. And if you say, well, everybody deserves to see this, of course they do. CNN is going to be streaming it live for free on their website. You can embed it on your own website and stream it for free. You can watch it. I think they're streaming on possibly YouTube as well.
I'm pretty sure all of the broadcast networks are picking it up too.
And it's going to be streamed on what was the other one?
Newsmax?
Oh, no,
Pluto.
it's going to be on Max, actually, just Max.
Oh, yeah.
Because Max owns
true.
CNN now. So it's everywhere. It's available. Even if you don't have any money, it's free for you to watch, and everybody will get access to it. But it is definitely a copyright violation, so that's why they're going after that. And a former Bob's Burgers actor is ready to plead guilty for his involvement.
Yeah, he's the guy from Mr. Show.
He is. You might know him from that. You might know him as Jimmy Pesto in Bob's Burgers. He runs the competing Italian restaurant
Wasn't
across
Jimmy
the
Pesto
street.
a little evil?
Jimmy Pesto was the bad guy. He was across the street, and it was played by Jay Johnson, who's 55 years old, and he's now pleading guilty to January 6 charges. This is the whole thing at the Capitol, including civil disorder, disorderly and disruptive conduct on a restricted building or ground, yada, yada, yada. Loved this line from Ryan Riley over at NBC. Kudos to you, sir. Ryan Riley at NBC noted that Jay Johnson from Bob's Burgers is the only known man to have participated in both the news fight in the movie Anchorman and the January 6th attack on the Capitol. I thought that was good. Not too bad.
It'd be weird if there were more than one.
Her drink.
What are the chances? So, by the way, he's not on Bob's Burgers anymore. They booted him after that whole thing.
Apparently, the guy that they got to recast him just sounds exactly like
seamless.
him.
Isn't it it's crazy that they can just get another voice actor to sound exactly like Homer Simpson when Dan Castellaneta passes away.
They've always done that with Bugs Bunny and all those kind of characters.
But I mean, I think the one that stands out the most to me where they weren't able to get somebody as perfect as the original was after the self-inflicted death of Mary Kay Bergman, who was the voice of many of the female characters on South Park.
Yeah.
And after she died, she was in the movie. She was in everything.
She was also Chucky on Rugrats.
Oh, really?
Really? Okay.
After she died, Kyle's mom never sounded the same. Cartman's mom didn't, was there. It was almost there, but there's just something about the way that she did those characters was never fully reimagined. Apparently this guy.
They could take those hours upon hours of audio, throw it in an AI, and they don't need to replace anyone who dies.
You know what the most brutal one was? Meg from Family Guy. Very first
Mila
season.
comes back every once in a while.
Well,
no, Mila's still there.
Mila's still there. I mean, in the very first season, it was
it's Seth MacFarlane's wife.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I knew that in the first season, it was the girl from Party of Five, the young girl from Party of Five. And she did the voice, and then the next season, boom, Mila Kunis comes in, and it was like nobody ever recognized that was a thing. It just like went on with their lives. When we come back, we're going to hear from you. We got your dispatches queued up and ready to go. And a gamer gets angry and does the unthinkable. What did this person do? You're not going to believe it. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio has your chance to win a trip to see the Eagles perform at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. Just listen to Real Radio 104.1 on our free iHeartRadio app to qualify to win.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text LION to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text LION to 42424. That's LION to 42424.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea, or try something else. Just choose to be a father first, today.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Why is Navage perfect for allergy sufferers? Rhino Systems Medical Director Dr. Howard Levine explains.
If someone's exposed to allergens, they can get rid of those immediately by washing out the nose. Navage works by pulling saline in one nostril, through the nose and out the other nostril, sucking out allergens, mucus, dust, and germs. Experience on-the-spot relief so you could breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier.
Navage is available at Sam's Club, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or online at Navage.com. Navage. Breathe easy.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-254-5751. 800-254-5751. Again, that's 800-254-5751. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to EnduranceWarranty.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Can't escape the office this summer? Make your workdays tastier with delicious savings from EasyCater, the #1 site for workplace catering. With over 100,000 restaurants to choose from, save up to $40 when you order from participating restaurants. These scrumptious discounts are available exclusively on EasyCater.com. So order some food for work and save some green with delicious summer savings. Order now at EasyCater.com. Order must be placed and received between June 24th and July 5th. Restrictions apply. See offer details.
You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before while you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's the
is when you have two attributes, dumb and confident at the same time. Dumbfident, you could say. It's the dumbfident feedback is what I truly love. Like somebody who, during the break, said, Sean, you would have to be retarded to think it's a copyright issue, period. Providing commentary over a live stream makes it transformative. To the person who left that comment, I want to bet you $10,000. Okay? Here's what I want you to do. Next Super Bowl game. You know what? Next sports game in general.
Gotta have the written permission of the NFL.
Do the election.
No. Yeah, when you talk over it, it's transformative.
Do the
debate. If you believe that, if you think that talking over something and giving commentary is transformative, if you think that you, doing whatever it is you do for a job, know more about copyright and fair use and transformative than somebody who works in this every day and has for decades now. Somebody who has worked in internet content for a very, very long time. Somebody who works in broadcast. Somebody who knows what you can and can't do. We literally have like lectures and we have tests that we have to do every single year to make sure we're in line with all these things. But you know, right? Like you're dumbfident. You're dumb and confident. You're dumbfident. You know that I'm retarded. I've got this totally wrong. And that's where you're coming from. I love how you don't see the reality of where this is. Try that out, please. All right? Try it out. Let's see how it goes for you. And we'll see if you win because it's transformative. You know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, we can't even play music right now and talk over it. YouTube will kick it off.
Right, of course. Because on that platform, we don't have the license.
Royalty free.
That we can do. We can do those things. Again, why? We know the things we can and cannot do. And when CNN says they have the exclusive on the broadcast rights to tomorrow's presidential debate, they're exactly right. They have that. You can't just go, well, I've made up my own copyright law. And it's so dumb. You're listening to morons if you've got that from somebody else who is convincing you that that's the case. It's just not true. I'm sorry. And MFQ says, struck a nerve with Sean. It's the dumb confidence, the dumbfidence. That's what gets me. We see it all day long. in the texting service. Sometimes I'll troll you guys and bait with it. Like the day when I said
the New York Giants, or
when I said the New York Giants baseball team, and they said it's the San Francisco Giants. But when Willie Mays played on the team, it was in fact the New York Giants, which is why I said it. I knew people were going to lose it on texting service.
Actually, who the football team is named after.
Right? Yeah, it's just like. Don't be so dumb.
Yeah.
Don't think that you know more about this than somebody who actually works in this area. And if you do, my challenge is down for you. Go ahead and try to do that. Stream the debate and put your commentary over it, and we'll see how that goes for you.
This is where you egg them on, and call him a pussy.
Do it. I dare you, pussy. I dare you.
How quick he is in the bedroom.
I dare you to do it.
Do I save this? Or?
I'm retarded. I've got this totally wrong.
Yeah.
How dare you? Fritz, are you going to be watching the debate tomorrow, or are you like, I'm over it?
I'm going to be at the Monsters Comedy Night.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah.
All right. Fritz is going to be out at the Monsters Comedy Night, as is Sealand, I think, is headed out there, too.
I will be there.
Thank you.
I would go, but I want to watch the debate.
Yeah.
I apologize. I for the show, I want to know what's going on and what's happening with the debate. So unfortunately, the timing doesn't match up. But I hope everything goes well. I'm sure it will. I don't even really need to hope it goes well. I know everything will go great. Afterwards, everybody will see, I'm sure, some clips. Yep. But I want to watch the whole thing. I find it to be important for the show, and a lot of people will be talking about it on Friday, at the very least.
I've watched every one, I think, since I've been 18, or at least like a couple of, like at least an hour of each one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fun the first time. If they did more, which I don't even know if they're going to do too many more, even though they're kind of like pretending to be locked in, I don't know that I would tune into like 2 or 3 more. But the first one, I want to watch.
The
and see
last
what's
one they
going
did
on.
was so chaotic, so I'm just curious if there's going to be any bit of decorum at all or not.
Well, Kelly on YouTube says, I would say Sean is on edge from quitting smoking, but that was a long time ago. It was. That's almost 7 months ago now. I'm just always on edge about Dumpfidence, which I'm glad I have a word for that now. So
look at you go.
I'll use that. Okay, we got to get into some dispatches, but I teased this story, so let me play this out here. A New Jersey man who the police said flew to the state of Florida from New Jersey and attacked a fellow gamer with a hammer over an online dispute that they were involved in has been charged with attempted second-degree murder of the man. Imagine that. You're playing a game. You're in the middle of the game. You get into a fight. You book a flight. You go to the person's house. You have a hammer and you start attacking them. I would be angry when we were fighting, and then I would lose the anger at some point in time, like on the flight or while booking the flight, or like when I get off the flight, going to the guy's house. So what am I doing here?
I mean, if you are taking a flight from, what is it, New Jersey?
Yes.
From New Jersey to Florida to attack somebody with a hammer.
Yep.
Do you think at any moment during the check-in, maybe you take a cab to the airport, you go through TSA, you go maybe get a soda at the cafe before you board the plane? Do you smile at anybody during that time? If you're just completely unhinged, grabbing on for dear life to the anger that sent you on this mission?
I'd tell you this. I don't think it's going to land with you because I know you don't watch cartoons. Inside Out 1, the first one from Pixar, is just called Inside Out. There's somebody who represents anger, and it's a little red explosive fire guy. He's always mad and fire is coming out of him. I think that's what this guy was like on this flight. Edward Kang, 20, of New Jersey, was taken into custody around 2 a.m. He attacked the victim with a hammer. They said they had never met each other in person. They knew each other from playing a game called ArcheAge, a fantasy online game where players pursue their own adventures of exploration and conquest in a mythical world. An arrest report identified the target as Zachary Din, who declined to comment about this. And now he's in big trouble, obviously, after attacking that dude he was in an online fight with a hammer.
When I heard this story, I was instantly taken back to, and there was just an update on this like a handful of days ago, the dude that went to Nancy Pelosi's house and attacked her husband with a hammer.
Yeah,
or
Paul Pelosi.
Or they have like that that police cam video of it. That was
crazy.
so crazy.
Yeah, Paul Pelosi really almost died that night. Like he really almost died because some nut job showed at his house and was looking for his wife. And the early sentencing on him, I think, was so bad that I believe it got thrown out, and they resentenced him.
Well, they also he was convicted of more. A couple days ago, it says a man sentenced to 30 years in federal prison in the attack against former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband was convicted Friday of aggravated kidnapping, a conviction that mandates life behind bars without the possibility of parole.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like they found some stuff to keep him locked away forever.
Yeah. All right, let's go into some of our dispatches here. We've been doing this for a while, and people are talking about all sorts of stuff, things we discussed today on the show, things we've discussed over the last 11 years. Here is Hey There with a dispatch for us. Oh, hang on. Let me try to refresh and see if I can get this to come in because it doesn't look like it came in right. That's going to be a no from me. Here's D. Browning talking about January 6th. Oh, hang on. This is my fault.
Name's Dave. I was just wondering about the January 6th thing. I know it's a long time ago, but you brought it up with this guy. How come none of these people got charged with like 5 counts of felonious murder? Because didn't 5 people or 6 people die?
Because nobody died actually as a result of what happened in the moment other than Ashley Babbitt, who was one of the January 6th rioters. Everybody else died from all sorts of stuff in the aftermath. Some guy had like a hemorrhage the next day or something. There was a bunch of stories like that happened afterwards. And I think they just didn't see it worthwhile to connect those cases to the overall charges. Here's Insecure Walrus with a dispatch.
Hey, y'all. Congrats on 11 years.
Thank you.
What a big, fun, wild ride it has been, listening and participating in things. Always the bright moment in my day, breaks up my work day to be able to listen to y'all. Although I'm in Las Vegas this week and y'all start at 8 in the morning out here.
Damn.
That's a little bit but that's my problem, not yours. Congrats to everybody. Let's hope for many, many more. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you, Insecure Walrus. Have fun out there and come back safe. Here's Willie.
Big money.
Yeah. Please do.
Hey, everybody. Happy today. Man, 11 years. Time flies. I got a lot to thank you guys for. The information, the liver cirrhosis.
True.
But most importantly, the community that you've built with this show. You know, they're fun, they're drunk, they're horny, everything under the sun. But
also
most
true.
of all, they're loving and supportive and inclusive.
That's
And it's all because of
somewhere.
you three and the work that you put into this show. So I tip my hat to you.
Hey, right back
and here's
at you.
to 11 more years.
Thank you, friend.
Okay,
Appreciate
goodbye.
that. Okay, we are going to take a quick break here to stay on time. When we come back, we'll play some more of your thoughts. We've got a hilarious accident at the Titanic exhibit that we must talk about.
Fun.
And we also have to talk about a lawsuit. I want to get a bunch of people's opinion, including Fritz's, well, everybody's opinion, really, on this lawsuit in the music world, the performance world. And this could be a big case. So the details, those are on the way. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
and more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring is the perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from SolarSource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg for the lowest prices anywhere? You got to go to my friends Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
You sailed beyond the horizon in search of an island scrubbed from every map. You battled krakens. You navigated through storms. Your spade struck the lid of a long-lost treasure chest, while you cooked up a lasagna. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling adventure stories on Audible.
Homeowners, are you dreaming of financial freedom? Welcome to EasyKnock, your home equity converted into cash effortlessly. Convert the value of your home without the hassle of lender qualifications. That's right, no credit score or debt-to-income requirements. Just the money you need when you need it. Sell your house to EasyKnock for 100% fair market value and then rent it back, getting the cash and flexibility you need. That's right, 100% of fair market value and you get to stay where you are. No moving boxes, no goodbyes to neighbors, just the home you love with the financial freedom you've always dreamed of. No leaving behind your cherished memories, no moving headaches. With EasyKnock, you keep living in the home you love. Why wait? Join thousands of EasyKnock satisfied customers nationwide who've converted their equity into opportunity. Visit EasyKnock.com today and step into a brighter, financially secure tomorrow. Terms and conditions apply. EasyKnock sale leaseback products are not available in Massachusetts and select states and markets. Purchase price includes a mix of cash and an option.
Business owners, had enough of this yet? Are you just done and ready to retire? Is money tight? Or maybe business is at an all-time high. You have options. Don't just walk away. We can help you sell, retire, and just relax no matter what your situation is. Hi, I'm Andy Cagnetta, and at Transworld Business Advisors, we've been selling businesses for over 40 years. And with offices located around the world, we have thousands of buyers ready to buy your business now. Don't wait until the last minute or try to do it yourself. That is a recipe for disaster. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value and how Transworld can maximize your eventual selling price. We will help you win. And in the current climate, you need help to sell your business. Call Transworld at 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com. That's 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com.
It's been said that good fences make good neighbors. Your friends at Fence Outlet couldn't agree more. Whatever style, whatever color, just share your ideas. And your friends at Fence Outlet will have the right application for you. For quality fences at the best prices, go to fenceoutlet.com.
License number C10252 and C10803. When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Homeowners, are you dreaming of financial freedom? Welcome to EasyKnock. Your home equity converted into cash effortlessly. Convert the value of your home without the hassle of lender qualifications. That's right, no credit score or debt-to-income requirements. Just the money you need when you need it. Sell your house to EasyKnock for 100% fair market value and then rent it back, getting the cash and flexibility you need. That's right, 100% of fair market value and you get to stay where you are. No moving boxes, no goodbyes to neighbors, just the home you love with the financial freedom you've always dreamed of. No leaving behind your cherished memories, no moving headaches. With EasyKnock, you keep living in the home you love. Why wait? Join thousands of EasyKnock satisfied customers nationwide who've converted their equity into opportunity. Visit EasyKnock.com today and step into a brighter, financially secure tomorrow. Terms and conditions apply. EasyKnock sale leaseback products are not available in Massachusetts and select states and markets. Purchase price includes a mix of cash and an option.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
Happy 11 years, fam. As for me, thanks for 9 years of friendship and 18 years off my life, he says.
Michael. What a beautiful man.
Love you, Michael.
Just this past weekend, yeah.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to hear from you, as always, Radio Michael 7, and hope all is well in your world. Thanks for all the contributions that you've given to this show over the years, for sure. And there's a lot of them. I don't want to just start naming them off, but he's an integral part of Just Okay, and we couldn't do a lot of this stuff without RM7.
And Worst Story of the World.
Worst Story in the World, yes.
Clip.
Yeah, he took the one that I had. What was the original one I had? Did I delete that? It was one that I had that wasn't as good. I did. I nuked it. I ended up nuking it for the one that he did. Yeah, no, it was bad. I agree.
As of late, he is the reason why we were able to empty the poop tank.
Oh,
in the
yes.
RV.
That whole
Nicole
debacle.
and I were getting nowhere near that.
You guys pooped inside the RV?
Yeah, there's a toilet.
I thought that's usually a no-no.
Yeah, rule number one.
Usually supposed to be a onesies only kind of deal.
I do remember when Pinkman was one that pooped in that big RV we had, but
it's tempting though, isn't it? Right? Like you got to go to the bathroom really bad, and you're like, I could walk a mile, or I could just go.
Oh my gosh, the one we had at Okeechobee, there was nice bathrooms like just across the field.
I didn't do it. Josh did.
Man,
so yelling at Josh.
The Titanic exhibit that is in Illinois is having some trouble, and very, very strange and ironic for them. They say a little more than a year after its debut, the Titanic exhibit at the Volo Museum in Lake County was inexplicably inundated with water over the weekend. A mystery flood at the Titanic exhibit prompted the closure of the museum and quick action by the staff to preserve some historic items. Good on them. This is like their equivalent of when Notre Dame caught on fire and everybody's like grabbing the stuff and running out with the antiquities so nothing burned or was ruined. And they said this is the first flood to happen to this building in 40 years. We thoroughly
really long
inspected
con
everything.
Final destination moment for some of the artifacts in that museum.
It'll get every one of them eventually. It's just a matter of time. They said there were no broken pipes, roof leaks, or any other obvious points of entry for such large amounts of water. Even the perimeter of the building with a concrete floor was dry with no evidence of cracks or holes. Why? Oh, why? Was it the iceberg once again making an appearance? Who knows? All right, here we go. Let's talk about the world of music, friends. We know something about this. Maybe Disney is involved in this. And Disney is being sued by the Village People, which... How hilarious would that be in a courtroom if they were all dressed up the way you would expect? The Village People.
Exhibit A.
On one side, and then presented things like that. That would be awesome. If I was on the jury, I'd be like, Your Honor, I have to be honest here. It doesn't matter if the Village People are right or wrong. On account of the singing and the costumes, I'm going to side with them in this case. So just deal with that. They're
Please
mad.
raise both your hands in a Y form and swear in the Bible.
They're mad because they're suing Disney for more than $20 million for allegedly failing to pay for a performance and then banning the group from Disney World. Yeah. I said the wife of the Village People's longtime lead singer is taking Disney to court after she says the entertainment giant treated the iconic disco group poorly.
Flag of the field.
Why?
I thought they were all gay.
Well, not all of them. No, some of them were not gay.
I think you pretty much, if you accidentally become a gay icon, you kind of quiet down all that wife stuff.
Well, you don't have to be gay to be a gay icon.
True.
I've seen some that I didn't even know were gay icons. I saw they were celebrating Pride Month on Peacock, I think, and I was
minus the P.
I was like, this is the best collection of people you can say are supporting Pride, and you're going to support their material. It was Cher. Okay, yeah. I get it. Gay like Cher's kind of a gay icon, even though she's not gay herself. And they could have used somebody who I don't know was actually gay. That would have been maybe a better idea. And then what are the other people? She got
rid of Sunny to become that icon.
It was Cher. I forgot who else it was. And the third person for Pride for Peacock, the representative that they still have up on their thumbnail,
Jojo Siwa.
Chucky.
What?
Chucky's gay.
Chucky's not gay, but Chucky.
How do you know?
In the new season, they call it Woke Chucky, the newer season of Chucky. And I guess that even though Chucky is trying to kill two of the titular gay characters in this series, because somebody says, what would happen if your child was transgender? And he's like, I wouldn't kill him. I'm not a monster, or something like that. That was allyship for Chucky. And now Chucky is on the Pride side, I guess. Really thought they could find somebody better than Chucky as a representative there, but that's what you got from Peacock.
Who else in the horror genre would be considered LGBTQ?
I don't know. I mean, there's got to be somebody just generally speaking.
From that movie Teeth.
I don't think that counts. I don't know if that's one. You would just why wouldn't they just pick gay actors and actresses?
Because there are some people that are advocates for gay people before it was cool to be advocates for gay people.
So you put them ahead of gay people?
I don't know if it didn't have a number 1 or 2 or 3. It was just a thumbnail.
No, I don't know if any of them were gay. Maybe the third person might have been, but I don't even know because you had Cher, not gay. Chucky, definitely not gay. And I thought there was a better representative. Anyhow, back to the Village People. I don't know how we got this far over here.
Yo, man.
Karen Willis, the wife of lead singer and co-founder Victor Willis, who I guess was not gay, and the manager of the group's trademark for live performances, filed a lawsuit against Disney on behalf of Victor and the group. They're requesting more than $20 million in damages. Her husband, Victor Willis, is the sole original member of the group who still performs under the Village People name, and he co-wrote and sang lead on most of the group's classic albums and hit singles like YMCA, Macho Man, and In the Navy.
Yeah, he was the captain, I think, right?
It doesn't say here, but I'm gonna take you at face value there. I believe you, Fritz. You know a lot of stuff about music. Karen says the Village People were booked for a performance at Walt Disney World in 2018, following a decade of annual performances at the theme park. But the performance during the 2-day job went poorly for the first time in years. They said as she tried to enter the front of house sound booth to make sure the audio was good for the Village People show, Disney employees blocked her from entering and ushered her away. It's unclear if she had previously been allowed by Disney to assist the band in that capacity. I guess they got upset about this, and then they booted them from the venue, and now here we are with a $20 million lawsuit on behalf of the Village People and one of their wives. And we'll have to see what happens next. If they got a good case here or not is the big question. We're still waiting on the verdict in the Karen Reed case. Nothing just yet. We may get no real update on that until we actually get the verdict itself. We'll see what happens with that and what happens with you, because your final dispatches as we celebrate 11 years, believe it or not, of doing this show as it is right now. It seems crazy that it's been that long. And now I guess we got to really chug to the next big one, which would be the 20-year mark, which, my God.
Let's take shots. You're just going to skip over 15?
15's big, too.
Give us the 15 at least is coming.
In 9 years at 20, how old will everybody be? I will be, oh, my God, 52?
I'll be 48.
Oh, Fritz will be 48.
46.
It's going to be 46. And Sabrina, you'll be how old?
43 and mute.
43. You'll be the age that I am right now.
That's awesome.
When we hit 20 years of doing the show, which is kind of crazy to think about, but that's where we find ourselves. We're going to continue trudging on as long as you'll let us do this very show here. So thank you for that. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Wednesday forecast, and today will be another hot day across Central Florida. Afternoon highs will be climbing into the low and mid 90s with feels like temperatures in the low 100s. This will all come with increasing rain and storm chances as well, especially as the sea breeze gets going. Heavy rain and frequent lightning is likely with some of these downpours, and we'll expect daily rain and storm chances through the end of this week, along with those hot temperatures. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mecum Auctions. Mecum Auctions returns to Osceola Heritage Park July 10th to the 13th with 1,500 American muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, customs, and more. Register to bid and buy spectator tickets at Mecum.com. That's Mecum.com.
Hey, my friends, Real Radio has your chance to win a trip for two to see the Eagles at the Sphere in Las Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation. All you have to do is listen to Real Radio 104.1 on your free iHeartRadio app between now and June 30th. Get more details at realradio.fm/contest.
Buy one, get two free at Pyrospot Fireworks. Pyrospot has Florida's largest selection of buy one, get two free fireworks with prices and products that will blow the competition away. Simply use our touch screens to watch videos and design your own incredible fireworks show. Visit our convenient locations in Eustis, Sanford, and Longwood, just 10 miles north of downtown Orlando. Visit iwantfireworks.com for valuable coupons and store location. That's iwantfireworks.com. Buy one, get two free at Pyrospot Fireworks and be a backyard hero.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before, while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first, today.
At ViStar Credit Union, you inspire us to deliver on our promise to do good for our members and our communities. That's why we offer better banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. And we continually give back to the places we call home. That focus is one reason why ViStar was named a Best in State Credit Union by Forbes magazine. So join the nearly 1 million members who choose to bank with a leader. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better. Insured by NCUA.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322.
Glad to finally have you over. What do you think? You could install a bay window to let in more natural light over there. Huh? Sorry.
Sorry, it's just that I saved hundreds on my Navy Federal Credit Union home equity loan. Now I see potential home improvement projects everywhere.
Learn more about how our home equity loans with no closing costs can help you get more from your home base at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Membership required. Loan subject to change.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Shipley Donuts, now open on South Somoran Boulevard.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
It didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. And spam 11's in chat, everybody, because we made it 11 years through the show, and we couldn't have done it without each other. That's for sure. And we made it through a lot of things, a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of fights, a lot of good times. Feel like we're on a good streak at the moment, and I'm excited about the future. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you're going to hear probably in toward the end of 2024 and in 2025 for the show as we head on to 12 years.
Nice.
I think we can make things even bigger and even better, and we thank all of you who have had nice things to say throughout the morning here. Like Rachel B. saying, I think it was just Sean at 5 a.m., and I knew I was getting older because I listened to him instead of music on my early morning run. That doesn't make you older. It makes you aware of the fact that all the music stations play the same 7 songs
every 15 minutes, yeah,
over and over again.
That's something we will never say during my early morning run.
Oof. Yeah, no matter what, even if we changed our schedules dramatically, which I don't know if we could do that right now. Like, could you imagine if they shifted us to like morning somewhere? Like guys, you know, New York City, we need to do this. We want to just, we'll delay the show in Orlando. And we want you guys to all get up. You're going to do the show 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
I can see it now. 2 in the morning, Sean texting me, hey, C-Lane ain't going to make it. All right, I'll be there.
Please help us, for God's sake.
I get up pretty early these days, guys. Not at 6 in the morning, but
on account of the Jackson?
On account of the Jackson.
Man, you didn't have one of those when we started this show either.
Hell no.
A Jackson. And when we started the show,
from that 11 years ago.
And Dylan was like
13.
12, 13 years old. Yeah, he was still pretty young and kind of like a little kid
Fritz
back
was
then
what,
for a little
15?
while.
11 years ago, it was 28.
Wow. 28. And now, just as as good as I've ever seen him, as happy as I've ever seen him.
Yeah, and thank you for being a part of our crew as well.
Yeah.
I tell you guys this often. You guys changed my life without hyperbole. So thank you very much.
And everybody that's like part of the show in any way, no matter what that way is, we appreciate you. Not just today, but on all days. You can make a lot of money on the side, according to this person. Alexandra Hallman is her name.
All right.
She says she's making $12,000 a week. That's about $250,000 a year. And she said it's by vacationing. She vacations and she makes money. And she says, you could do it too. She said, I'm 25 years old and I'm making $12,000 being in Aruba right now. Like, I can't make this S up. I cannot make this S up, she says, as she's likely making this S up. She said,
she's probably not making it up, but I mean, she has some ways to make money that we don't.
What,
she
her
says,
whole man?
Every single company needs photos. You have no idea how much they're willing to pay for photos. And she said that you don't have to be in the photos yourself if you're not comfortable with that. She's got a pricing guide. She does licensing rights, copyrights, all this stuff. And she said she is making now $12,000 for just 2 weeks on the travel circuit. Maybe that's you next. Who knows? Good luck if you're giving it a shot. And the last thing before our final dispatch is C-Lane made mention of this during a break earlier. There's an update in the Matthew Perry death investigation. And Matthew Perry, this is still so weird to me, this sentence. Matthew Perry's stepfather, Keith Morrison, has opened up about the final months of the star's life and why he never beat his addiction to drugs. I always forget that the guy from Dateline with the wild voice is the stepfather of Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
And they said they've now found in this investigation into his death multiple people who are ready to be charged. And they said a law enforcement source working on the probe told people the case was nearing its conclusion, with police believing charges could be laid in relation to the U.S. actor's accidental death at 54. These would be the folks who sold him either ketamine or whatever else. He was big into ketamine. That was his thing. He said he loved it. It was like getting hit with a happy hammer.
Yeah, I thought that was a therapeutic level, though.
Yeah, it is at a therapeutic level. He was doing way more than that. He was saying, like, the next day, it was just impossible for it to recover from it. It was like a lot of people will say this about ecstasy, too. Depending on how much you take, of course. But
well, it kind of unplugs your brain.
Yeah.
All the serotonin's gone.
You could have a serotonin dump where you're like, whoa, and you're having the greatest time of your life.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, yeah.
Then the next day, you're got a shortage of serotonin, and you take the good with the bad, I guess. All right, let's do the final dispatches here. We only got so much time left. Here goes nothing. On the way out, we have... here's the Brown Pony. This is a throwback, I guess. Hello?
I've been waiting to do this for a long time, to the point where I actually forgot about it.
Okay.
So today is a perfect occasion if we're doing throwbacks.
Okay.
Guys, it's pronounced niece, not nice.
Okay.
Prince.
All right.
If you know, you know.
Thank you. I thought maybe the Ocala forest bombing thing would have been more ahead of that in line, but here is my brother Kensucket saying thank you.
Good afternoon, News Junkies.
Hey.
My brother Kensucket here. Listen, I've been listening to the show
anywhere,
for 10 and a half years now, and oh my God, how I've gotten through so many things thanks to you guys. I first started listening when I was in college. It helped me get through some of the dull in between classes. You guys have been there, the stories, the laughs, the good times, the bad times. I just want to thank you guys for keeping the show so strong for 10, 11 years now. And you guys have a wonderful day, and see you guys Wednesday.
Thank you.
Very sweet.
It's going to be fun, too. Next Wednesday, don't forget, live show next Wednesday, the first live show in years.
Whiskey Kitchen.
Whiskey Kitchen in Mount Dora. If you're local, go swing by. And here's the promise. Okay? I think I could promise this.
Here we go.
Every single person who makes it out to the live show next Wednesday will get a magnet. Every single person who makes it out to the live show will get a magnet. You
So
have to
I
come
gotta go
over.
to Mount Dora, right? I gotta,
Fritz, we'd love to have you.
Yeah,
out
hell
there.
yeah, I'm going to Mount
God,
Dora.
yeah, we'd love to have you out
You
there.
said whiskey and then magnet.
Oh, it's also Fritz on the Street.
Yeah, I'll be, Fritz on
Oh
the
my
Street.
God! What the hell? I didn't put that together. You're Fritz on the Street. Are you going to be available to hang out with us?
Of course.
Yes. Oh, that's even better.
Hell, I just figured we would.
Wait, I didn't even think about it. Have we ever done Fritz on the Street live?
Yes,
like
we
that?
have.
Once, yeah. No,
Oh,
twice.
man.
Twice.
Was it twice?
Yeah, twice. Once at Elixir and then once at Van Barry.
Yes.
Well, not only will everybody have a shot at some kind of magnet, somebody will be lucky and get this on the spot. The Hitman, FOTS Hitman, the Fritz on the Street Hitman magnet, super rare, and you'll be able to get that. So, yeah, that's the promise. Everybody who shows up, if you come over to us, say hi. As long as we're not in a segment doing something live and you're bothering us, we'll make sure that you get a magnet out there. I've got enough in the closet, which is just full of stuff for the show.
All right, now we need Radio Michael 7 back to be the magnet giver outer because
was that him who did it that time?
Classic.
That was chaos,
Classic.
man. We were doing a live gig, and he said, "Who wants a magnet?" And he was like unraveling one of the stacks of magnets, and it was like The Walking Dead. It was.
I think we killed an old man.
It was insanity at that place. So I'm excited for next Wednesday. Good to see you out there. I mean, I'll say that when we go out there. Here's Sex Panther by Odeon. Hello?
Wow, 11 years. I knew 9 of those I've spent driving around town listening to you bozos, and it's been a fantastic ride. A couple fun stories over the years.
All right.
I met a girl at the pharmacy where I worked at when I took that job, so I interrupted the radio show to text her quite a bit. Almost wrecked the car a few times.
Oh, my God.
C-Lane actually won me an 8-bit
magnet
news
okay.
junkie magnet
You're
on my
welcome.
son's birthday. His first well, the day he was born.
Oh.
And he'll be celebrating his second birthday here shortly.
Nice.
His mommy's name is Kid Katie, and she went through my phone a long time ago. While I got her new phone, I left the old phone at home, and she went through everything, all my social media and my DMs. So while she slept, I went ahead and went into her DMs, and guess who, lo and behold, was there? Our dear friend Fritzy.
Okay.
Anyways, happy 11th, guys.
I was like, don't say me, don't say me, don't say me, don't say me, don't say me.
Especially because I talked about DMs yesterday. I was like,
Yeah, she's been a friend of the show for years.
Many times.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So-
I don't recognize the name, but there's so many names that fly by. Doesn't mean anything negative on one part of it. I can't wait for it. July 3rd, next Wednesday, 1 week away. We'll be live in Mount Dora at Whiskey Kitchen.
Whiskey
Thank you.
Kitchen.
All right, let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. They say in the debate, Trump could be his own worst enemy tomorrow night. And he's going to have to get out of his own way. That's the New York Post's look on this. A suspected cop impersonator tried to pull over and ram a family in Ohio. Dennis Mead, 52, has been arrested. An intruder who was whacked with a homeowner's frying pan gave police a fake name. This guy who was out on the streets again, a 12-time felon. So good things happening with catch and
Here's
release
the 13.
in Chicago. And Sika Anoa'i, that's the best I could do. The father of Roman Reigns, the WWE Hall of Fame wrestler.
Polynesian
and father
family.
of Roman Reigns. Yeah, he ended up dying at 79 years old. Fatality. Right, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
Whoa!
So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Is that me?
Yeah, that was like a couple minutes
I
ago.
thought you did that. I looked down at my phone for a second. I'm like, what is he whoaing about?
That's what I do now during the Today I Learned intro. Today I Learned for Wednesday, June 25th, 2024. Real quick, Fritz, thanks as always for hanging out with us
Fritzy.
today.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Love you. Cannot wait to have you live for the show next week. It's going to be big.
They met this afternoon.
Well, he's got something else going on,
Speaking
I'm sure.
of DM sliding.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Today I Learned this movie right here.
Groundhog Day?
That's right, Groundhog
Nice.
Day. Columbia Pictures refused to greenlight the 1993 film Groundhog Day.
Would have been a tragedy.
Without explaining why Phil becomes trapped in the same day. Producer Trevor Albert and director Harold Ramis appeased the studio, but they deliberately placed the scenes too late in the shooting schedule to be filmed, so you never got your answer to that question. Here's a wild one. Imagine being rich for this. Today I learned during Prohibition in the U.S., it was illegal to buy or sell alcohol, but it was not illegal to drink it. Some wealthy people bought up entire liquor stores before it passed to ensure they still had alcohol to drink. So they would have like a whole building that they would go to, and it was all their
Years
stash.
later, all they have is peppermint schnapps or Midori.
You're just muscling through. Today I learned the first U.S. presidential candidate to be assassinated was Joseph Smith, who founded Mormonism, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Was shot many, many times. And
like 50 times.
His final words, Lord, oh Lord, my God. That was his final quotes. And finally, today I learned this band. I'll take the song. Orleans is the name of the band.
We're doing it.
You're
10 years.
Still the one.
Number one,
Still the one after all these years. Here you go. It's as good as I could do on the way out. Today I learned the band Orleans that had the hit Still the One saw their lead singer John Hall go on to become a politician in New York. Cool. Not that interesting, but I just wanted to end with this song. So thank you so much for hanging out with us for all these years. We're back tomorrow.